What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all? That's a little gargle. Get it going on. I'm actually drinking vodka and Red Bull. It's daytime. It's like 3 o'clock somewhere, right? It's popping with y'all. I do want to give y'all a little bit of, but I don't know if should I give y'all a little bit longer? This is my new favorite right here.
They be making them sheets. I say free cause I love them cases harder to beat.
Wait, hold on.
You niggas supposed to be bogus. You niggas helping police. Only the family
Alright, Clyde, let me cut that off before Schmirk hit me like, It's popping, people. Boy back in the building. The boys back in the building. Let me tweet this out. How y'all doing? I'm sorry. We low-key broke the street last night, man. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we low-key broke the streak. Matter of fact, I hate telling y'all shit that never happened or didn't end up happening. So tell me how I planned a late stream anyway. Okay, Cardi hits me. You're number one. You're the best. I gotta let you know. I'm dropping tonight. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Cardi's kind of like a habitual liar, so we don't know what that means. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll put it out there. He's like, I'm put it to my story. Bet. Hits me back again. This is like 9:10. Right? I'm thinking I'm going to get on stream maybe 10:30, 11. He says, I'm coming on your stream. Let's hit the Zoom call instantly. I'm like, Big Barty on the stream? Oh, legendary. You got to get it done. My bitch ass took 3 shots, fell asleep, nigga. He's like, he's like, let me get on stream at 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. And I'm like, ain't this some vampire shit? I'm like, all right, whatever, nigga. 2 o'clock, let's go. Nigga, I fell asleep before even midnight, nigga. Nigga, I woke up like 3. And I hit that nigga back. I said, yo. That's when I realized the whole internet was like kind of tight at him, but then he dropped the song. I don't know, whatever. Anyway. Don't worry. Cardi gonna come out here. What else? Let's see what else is going on. Okay, not much. All right, so we did kind of another L chat. Oh my God, I'm catching these fucking L's. I feel so bad. I was having such a great stream when Kendrick dropped that, that song just talking about a bunch of fucking nothing. It was still a good night. It was a good night to react to it. Is he dissing? Is he not? You know what I mean? Even though the ironic part about the whole thing, Kendrick literally said the lines, one of my favorite lines in this whole beef. He's like, yo, fuck. Oh, he says, if I ever diss, I'm going to hit you direct or whatever the line is. I forgot, but it's on Euphoria. Basically say he don't sneak this. He's like, I hate the way you sneak this. If I ever catch flight, it's going to be direct. Anyway, yeah, we're having a good time kind of breaking that down. What does it mean for Kendrick? What does it mean for the Super Bowl? What does it mean for Drake? We're having a good time. And then I was supposed to go link with an artist. Low-key. And I won't tell y'all who, but this person was like, yo, I'm in New York, want to kick it with you, like, shit, I got to do a club host and let's roll out to the club. See, I stay in Jersey, people. And also, at this point in my life, like, I love watching people in their early 20s, their whole life is all about clubs. Like, they're like chasing clubs like me. I used to be a DJ. I've partied out all my days. Only thing that makes me happy these days is just counting the money and working hard. Like, you got to get the fun out of your life. You know what I mean? You got to get the little cheap thrills or whatever. Anyway, so these days, I don't really go to clubs. I ain't gonna lie to you. I usually work. So anyway, this nigga, whoever the rapper is, I ain't gonna tell you who. He says, yo, So I'm like, oh, if you want me to pull up and we're going to roll to a club together, you're hosting, fine, because I wanted to tap in with him. I'm like, what time? I live in Jersey. Everything closes at 2. This nigga said, oh, we going to roll out to the club at 3 o'clock. Excuse me? 3 o'clock? Yeah, 3 o'clock. I'm like, oh, hell fucking no. Anyway, I had to do my hair and shit like that. Like, I realized I didn't even have enough time. Basically, I didn't go. Well, what the fuck? Imagine going somewhere at 3 o'clock. I was like, fuck no. Nigga, I am sleeping by 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock? I start my 3-hour nap from 3 o'clock. I wake up 6:30 every day. 3 to 6:30, that's my sleep. But yeah, this motherfucker's like, yo, we're rolling out to the club at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock? Oh, nigga, you out of your damn mind, bro. Funniest thing, I was trying to come up with an excuse, and these my people, so if they see it, I hope they know I wasn't playing with them. They're like, so I'm telling them like, nah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it. I just look, I'm like an hour away. I still gotta do ba. You know what they said? It's all good. We finna be late. We probably ain't gonna get there till 4 or 5. I'm like, what the fuck? Nigga, what type of club are y'all going to? Now, I did look it up. It's a legit club. It's actually a popping club. But I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, anyway. Oh, shit. Okay. I was DMing on these Instagram, Twitter pages. Okay, why did I say all that? We are behind in topics, even though I've been pretty much streaming every day. I think we've been doing a good job with content. We did get slow on content a couple days, but we made up for it, and then we get the song, but then the song drops, and then we didn't do no other topics. So there's mad topics to do, okay? So yes, and for everybody who is Draked out, who is Kendrick's out, Superbowl out, we got a few topics relating to that today. I'm not going to make the whole stream about it. I understand we're super behind. I spoke with Lil TJ's representative, Proxy, his lawyer. There's a whole situation with Lil TJ supposedly being indicted in some gang RICO for slaughtering gang in Bronx. We got to get to that. Some more details just came out about not only the death of Rich Homie Quan, but his celebration of life. That's what they're calling it. And the family has certain specific, requests of fans because they're doing a public ceremony that the fans could come. What else is going on? We have another lawsuit. Another lawsuit for Diddy. This time it's filed by Dawn Richards. She's a member of Danity Kane. She's came out with a shit ton of allegations. We do have the lawsuit ready for you guys to watch or look at. What else? I feel like there was a bunch of other things that we just completely neglected. Let me see. Because we were just inundated with all of this, conversation around Kendrick, Drake, and Superbowl and whatever. Of course, we're probably going to start. Caribou's ready to speak up now. Shout out to her. We'll get to the Wayne stuff. Anything with Superbowl or Kendrick or Drake, we'll get to that. Complex drops a list. Oh, my God. This was abysmal. The top 20 rappers in their 20s, according to Complex. This shit was crazy. My nigga. We'll get to that. Let me see what else is going on. Hot Boy released from prison. Congrats to him. Cardi B has had her third child with Offset. Congratulations to them. My man Shannon Sharp got tired of y'all calling him gay, and he finally just staged pretty much, I won't say the perfect, but he staged what would be an exposal that he's straight, okay? You know what I mean? Like, if niggas call you gay enough, you just gotta you gotta like FaceTime yourself in the pussy for niggas to believe you're possible straight. By the way, the funniest part is that you gotta look at sometimes the side effects of the problem sometimes is worse than the cure for the actual problem, because why do niggas think you were that gay that this had to happen for them to now be like, oh shit, woo, that nigga's not gay. We'll go to the important moments of the Carisha Please and Rick Ross episode that did come out. And let me see what else. I think there's some Tyreek Hill updates, not too sure. But also we'll get into some title thing where apparently Nicki Minaj has confirmed that she did not get a fucking dime from her ownership stake in Tidal, which people had valued that every owner should have got like $9 or so million. Apparently that was not the case. We did watch the debate. The debate was pretty much, what it was. And yeah, these other things are kind of old at this point, all right? Oh, also there's some YSL YSL updates about the trial. The trial is kind of, it's still intensifying, but we still have a long way to go. But there are some interesting moments, like usual, coming out of court. Also, I guess this will be in the Drake section. We got Lamar DeRozan, who appeared on The Breakfast Club to explain why the hell he would be showing up in a video that was calling Drake a pedophile, and essentially he ignored the reason why niggas is mad, and he just said, I like Compton, okay? I don't know. I don't know why nobody phrases it like that to him. Bro, it's not that you like Compton over Toronto. You're saying Drake is your friend. And this song wasn't a, shout out to Compton song. This song was Drake's a pedophile anthem. So why would you be in that song, brother? Anyway. I don't think we'll get to this, but Ray Weather Jr. goes live not accidentally. He goes live purposely. And he showcases what what looks like him coaching his kids, that if the cops come, they don't snitch on mom or dad. Apparently, he was fighting with the mother of his child or his children, Princess Love. And I don't know why he got on Instagram or, I understand record it because these days as a man, you have to record every encounter with a woman just for your own safety. But putting this up online is kind of crazy. Okay. Anyway, and I guess maybe we get to a Cardi topic as well. I think Cardi's starting to not heat back up. I think he's starting to drum up the wheel to go back to music releasing again. Obviously, about like 8 months or 7 months ago, it was feeling like he was about to drop or we're about to get a date. Now, apparently, we have an album cover. However, no date. Apparently, the album is going to be called I Am Music, and the cover art is just a speaker, okay? Somebody says, upper echelon, thank you for the 50. Ooh, wow, my boy with a heavy hit already. Shit, I might have to go check out what you said first. He said, go check out Charleston White speaking about Kendrick Lamar. Okay, we might check that out first. I appreciate you, my brother. He's talking about him on Don't Touch the South. Yeah, we'll look at that. Let's do that. Then afterwards, you let me know. Should we do the Diddy stuff first? I know some of y'all really are tired over this Kendrick Lamar Drake shit. You want to talk about other things. I do want to break down this P. Diddy shit for y'all. And if y'all want me to just cover the Drake and Kendrick stuff in the middle, let me know. All right? End of South. Is it called End of South? Charleston White. Let me see. Oh. Is it this? What the heck is End of South? Or In the South. That's what you meant, right? In the South. Is that like a podcast? Apologies if I don't exactly, I'm not familiar with the platform. Where is it at? I'm probably going to be clicking on the wrong thing. Here we go. Is it this?
You think with the Kendrick concert and everybody coming together, as time goes by, same shit happening. Gang shootings, drive-bys.
Man, Kendrick did that for a video shoot. He didn't do that to bring niggas together. Them niggas just found something to dance to.
Okay, y'all gotta help me. Tell me what to search, please. Tell me what to search. I'm reading the comments. Somebody's already muted. Nah, nigga. Okay, tell me what to search. I passed it? What is it? Is it this? Oh, okay.
Kendrick Lamar.
Fast food, yeah.
Absolutely.
There's a lot.
Oh, okay,
Kendrick Lamar.
Fast food, yeah.
Don't touch the South, Kendrick Lamar. Is it that? I want to watch the full video if there's a video. I guess a Charleston White video. What's the name of the platform? How do you get signed? Make some good music. Okay, here it is, I guess.
Kendrick Lamar.
Pepperoni pizza?
So fast food.
Fast food, yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Why you put him in the fast food? Kendrick, soul food. Why
His-
you put him in the fast food
His
category?
music don't touch the souls of the South.
Yes, it do.
No, it don't. Not like,
Man,
not
them
like
HBCUs finna burn. They not like us into the ground.
maybe USC, Southern California, but it don't make us move down here like Jeezy and Future and all them, man. No, fast food.
So you don't think his music is good for the soul though?
No, I can't. I ain't never heard nobody jumping across. Say, man, bump that Kendrick. Now I done heard him say.
Me.
I done heard him say bump that Drake now. Now I ain't never. I guess got to.
No, you already said he was fast food.
It don't. Okay, man. Every nigga pull up out the fast food out the club drunk, trying to get that drunkenness up off of him. So we do eat fast food though, y'all. We like soul food, but boy, we eat fast food too though.
NBA YoungBoy.
Noodles, ramen noodles.
I won't necessarily agree with that. What I will say and will agree to say is that I definitely believe that Kendrick Lamar's music outside of Not Like Us, if your palette of Kendrick Lamar music is Not Like Us, there's not a shit ton of songs, especially if you go outside of maybe the catalog. You know, obviously there's some on Good Kid, Mad City. You could catch some. It's a lot. I think Damn was a really commercial album, but think about the song he dropped like 2 days ago, right? You know, everybody's really meticulously scrutinizing, is Drake music coming and going? You know that nobody will know a lyric from that song that dropped a few days ago that didn't have a title. No one will know one line from it next week. I also think that's the reason why he didn't drop it to DSPs. Right? So, you know, do I think he has the capability of making songs like Not Like Us? Yeah. Do I think that's what he aims to do the majority of the time? Nah. I think most of the songs he usually gives are a good mix between Not Like Us, the Euphoria type of records, which is kind of conceptual but multifaceted, and multi-layered. And then you get these little Negro spiritual records like the one he just dropped. You know, one of those fake woke, no deodorant, feet to the ground, you know what I mean, sandals wearing motherfucker type shit. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, the sheiky type music. You get what I'm saying? Like one of those, like African garb wearing one. Like that type of music right there. I think like, pull like this. Not one person, if you're not a Kendrick fan, you can't name one quotable from a whole album he dropped called Untitled, Unmastered. Nobody knows, right? So I gotta agree that some of his catalog definitely lacks that. And in his defense, maybe that's just to have that. Maybe it's to serve all the bases, right? So like, yeah, if you have a catalog that's just filled with Not Like Us bounce type of club records or up-tempo records, you might lack the substance. And if you only have a bunch of catalog with, like, for example, the song that just dropped, that fake woke shit, you know what I mean? People are going to call you boring. So, I don't know. The other thing that, you know, and I guess I'm shooting him some bail too, but I want to be fair. If Not Like Us is the type of bop you like from Kendrick, the intro to Not Like Us, right, on the video, that had some kind of bounce to it as well. So, you know, and that didn't seem to be a diss record. So I can't just say that, you know, Kendrick doesn't have those records. He could make them, but sometimes I think that pro-black shit, he be on it because that's really like his base. He gets on it a lot. Me in particular, I don't give two fucks about that song he just dropped. I thought it was a waste of mic and airspace. No need to put it out. You know what I mean? At this point, write a book. Okay. Yeah, and Charleston White gonna be Charleston White. It's gonna be a little bit sarcastic. All right, first and foremost, let's get to the obvious that's breaking. I didn't want to even start out with Drake, man. God damn it. What y'all got me here? But did Drake get offered the Super Bowl, bro? Because this morning I woke up and there's mad niggas hitting me like, yo, told you Drake be feeding y'all lies. You and Mealy Mall, Drake just lies to you and y'all are dick riders, y'all just eat it up. I'm like, what the fuck that got to do with me for? Right? So if you guys don't know Mealy Mall, a nigga who I'm it's like Walking Dead out here. I thought this nigga was deceased. Feel what I'm saying? Mealy Mall, Drake, Super Bowl. I forgot Mealy's not his name. Nigga, I just wrote Mealy. Mealy Mall. Boy. Okay. So the relevant parts in this is that, let me see. Okay. The relevant part is that a podcaster known as Mealy Mall said this on his story, on this podcast about Drake reaction to Kendrick Lamar.
Have you spoken to him since the announcement?
Yeah, spoke briefly.
About the Super Bowl, or you guys were just like talking about week one?
No, the Super Bowl.
Week one
Of the
football? No, man.
Week one.
No, it was about the announcement. You know, it was just regular shit. Laughed and he gave me his thoughts on how he felt about it and what he thought was going on. But it was
Is that something you can share on mic?
What he said.
Yeah.
No, I would never do.
Okay.
That. But he's not.
I figured I'd try.
Yeah, no.
I kind of knew the answer.
It's
Appreciate
just
you, Rory.
Yeah.
a lot of it is just laughing, man. It's just like like word, like this is what y'all want to see. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
That's hate.
all right.
We do.
Obviously, people
That is hate.
don't. Like, the whole internet is upset about it. The sticky part about all of this is Drake has been offered this Super Bowl show for some years now and has turned it down. Probably 4 years he's been offered to
I didn't know
perform at Super Bowl. Said no for whatever reason. Whatever reason, he just didn't.
Did he tell you that, or is that like a known thing?
I didn't know that.
I've never heard that either.
What? The who?
Drake.
Oh, yeah.
Said no.
Well, he has. Drake has turned down the Super Bowl a few years.
Now, here's the thing. And, I'm going to get to a media point in this in a bit. Because I heard TDE Pun say something. And I thought it was interesting. So Mealy Mall says this, right? Now, you have to realize, like, Mealy Mall got pulled from the depths of hell, from 6 feet under, from being in a bunk bed casket by Drake, because it's apparent that Drake does speak to him as well. And Drake speaks to a bunch of people. Speaking to Drake is not some exclusive thing, right? But I could imagine he's probably targeted in who he lets know his information, because he probably knows at some point they'll decimate it, or not decimate it. They will distribute it in whatever format they would like. So I actually do believe that he had this conversation with Drake. But here's the thing. I'm telling you right now, we're going through post-battle syndrome. I keep saying it's PBS, post-battle syndrome. And what quickly happened is that people were like, yo, this feels like cope from Drake fans. Now, there's a guy, and let me see if I could find... What's this guy's name? I'll just go to Kirko. Basically, a journalist, right? A journalist came out from Bloomberg Business. And the thing about media these days is that as soon as you see a big name, you're like, oh, this got to be reputable, right? Because, like, who are you going to believe? Mealy Mall or the Bloomberg.com website that hires quote-unquote journalists? And what's the guy's name? Because I want to put him on the clock, because if I ever get shit wrong, niggas act like I'm a liar. So we gonna get to the bottom of who's lying here. Where is it? Get a preview. Can I find it? Okay. I think the nigga's name is Randall Williams, I think. Let's click on his name. Is it him? Yes. So this is a guy here, okay, who says NFL sources. He broke this news today. He says NFL sources. He works with Bloomberg Sports. NFL source told me in the last 5 years, the NFL has been partnered with Roc Nation. The two parties have never offered Drake the Super Bowl halftime show. One source said it's a blatant lie. Now, you know the K-bots of this world. They're like, oh my God, yes, we caught Drake lying, or Mealy Mall is lying. It's over, right? And I remember even thinking, I'm like, if Drake did lie, this is a very dumb lie. Because number one, even if it was true, I still think, why the fuck is Drake turning down the Super Bowl? Like, don't turn the Super Bowl like down if you're doing it on an ego trip or you're trying to lil bro them. If you're gonna rap later in the song saying big is the Super Bowl, why didn't you do the Super Bowl? Goes back again to the narrative I keep saying, just about Drake's music. For a guy who's the biggest rapper, he sure gives the least effort. You get what I'm saying? Like, that shouldn't be the case, right? We see the other top artists do a lot more. The Weeknd, Taylor Swift, like these people, like Sabrina Carpenter performed at the VMAs. Like they are very much involved, not in only giving their fans music, but continuing and furthering their brand and trying to reach as many people as they can, because all these people are international pop stars. So Drake turned down the Super Bowl, whether true or not. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, why turn it down? Now, there is one possible reason that I could think of just off the top of my head. When Jay-Z just got on, right? Jay-Z came in to stop all the hatred and vitriol going at the NFL from the black community. Drake has never been, that's never been really his thing to like make public stances, or he definitely, he's not the guy who's seen as beloved, from black people culturally, like, oh, he's like one of the, it's going to be all right type of niggas. Well, we going to be all right type of niggas. So why would you ruin your face or make yourself look worse by crossing the picket line and going against Colin Kaepernick? Because at that time, it was almost seen like it was going against Colin Kaepernick at that time, right? So maybe that's why Drake would turn it down, right? But if he just turned it down because he thought he was bigger than the Super Bowl, I just think that's fucking stupid. I'm sorry. And I'll still say that, okay? Anyway, so this guy put it out. Everybody's then commenting like, yo, Drake's a liar, Millie Ball's a liar. And then the story flips back again. What ended up happening is that Elliott Wilson, and this is you kind of have more reason to believe Elliott Wilson, because Elliott Wilson has been like the biggest hater of Drake since Drake dissed him on Instagram. So he got no reason to say nothing nice about Drake. And I agree. If Drake diss you, like shit, when Lil Baby diss me, fuck that nigga, man. Yeah, I got no problem with Elliott Wilson, feeling the way about Drake, whatever. The only thing I don't like what Elliott does, Elliott will try to get somebody else to hate on Drake for him. No, nigga, you hate on Drake. You keep the hate with you. Like when I'm hating on Meek, I don't need another nigga to hate on Meek. I'm hating on Meek. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my only thing I've noticed about Elliott. But anyway, he came out and he actually he actually said the opposite of what this journalist said. He said, no, Millie Ball is right. Apparently, Drake has turned down the Super Bowl multiple times. This is what he said.
Other thing I want to say is I had some intel. I thought Maul was capping. I thought he was lying about Drake turning down the Super Bowl.
He said Drake turned it down multiple times, right?
The sticky part about all of this is Drake has been offered this Super Bowl show for some years now and has turned it down. Probably 4 years he's been offered to perform at Super Bowl. Said no for whatever reason.
That sounded wild. It was like 4 times.
A few times, yeah.
Like, who turns down the Super Bowl that many times? Even Ak was like, how many times he turned it down? Why would he turn it down? I have an authority. My multiple sources have told me that Drake has indeed turned down the Super Bowl. He actually turned down the first two, the one in Miami and the Weeknd one.
That was the first two that Jake took over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
now here's the thing. Of people with credibility, and we're going to get back to this journalist guy who said that it was absolutely a lie, and according to their sources, it was a blatant lie. Elliott Wilson's a really good source for this. Why? Elliott Wilson, right before he went to Hip Hop DX, or I don't even know if he still has a title anymore, no pun intended. Elliott Wilson, if you don't know, and this is how I even come in, when I went to do Everyday Struggle, Elliott Wilson eventually moved on to a position, because, he was supposed to do Everyday Struggle with Joe. He didn't do it because he was trying to set up a couple of things, and he ended up running Tidal. So basically he became the head honcho, or like one of the head honchos at Tidal. Tidal, owned by Jay-Z. Him and Jay have been locked in. He has the most, I don't know, maybe Angie got more Jay-Z interviews than him, but he has a bunch of Jay-Z interviews. He literally has a direct connection to Jay. And I know he's definitely still in bed with Jay, no pun intended, no Diddy shit. Because Elliott will clip anything I say roasting anybody else on here, except when I start talking about Jay-Z. Nigga, I could say anything about Jay. He will act like I never said it. If I say 20 good things about Drake and say one bad thing, the one bad thing is clip. I could say Jay-Z been cheating on Beyonce, been beating it. I could say anything. None of that shit goes up. So anyway, that's his man's. I get it. So what I'm saying is that he's a good source. He's a good source for all of these things that could be what Jay-Z or Rock Nation really, really thinks or really want to say on the record. And he's basically saying, according to his sources, so I got to imagine Jay-Z, right? According to his sources, Drake did turn it down.
Two, the one in Miami and the weekend one.
That was the first two that Jake took over.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Jay takes over, and again, his rival, whatever Drake, like you talk about all these history and this back and forth. I mean, these guys are all rivals with each other. They've had their good times and bad times with each other. But business-wise, Jay-Z wanted Drake on that Super Bowl stage, and he turned it down twice. So now years later, when an opportunity is asked of Kendrick, and Kendrick says yes, just is Jay not playing fair there? Should Drake feel a way about it when he's known himself? He's had opportunity to do it.
No, that affects it.
And he's turned it down.
That changes
twice.
my opinion. Did you ask why he would have turned it down?
I don't know why, but he did turn it down. He was offered it twice, so.
Yeah, again, it's either two reasons why Drake turned it down. Either he's super egotistical, and you got to be super egotistical to turn down something multiple times. And which, by the way, I heard Rihanna had turned it down once before. She did it later. But Rihanna has done it. Michael Jackson has done it. Prince has done it. Beyonce has done it. Like these are the biggest artists in the goddamn world, right? Like again, you compare yourself to them when you're kind of bragging and doing your Drake shit. So I can't think you think you're too big for the Super Bowl. So I got to think it's some other things. You know, I see some people be like, well, you know, availability this and third. Yeah, listen, I'm pretty sure even if these niggas are on tour, you could move 2 weeks of your tour back. You could cancel like 6-7 dates because, you know, you're gonna have to go rehearse and do all that stuff. You're not just showing up day off and running on stage. But yeah, niggas could move their shit around for the Super Bowl. The priceless billboard in terms of promotion is worth it for any artist, including Drake. And I see some people like, well, yeah, Drake don't rap for free. Please shut up. Everybody did the Super Bowl for free. It's just one of those things. And I don't even know if, let's say Drake is going to be at the center of this FIFA thing, which, by the way, I don't know why y'all convinced me. Y'all told me the World Cup, FIFA World Cup was in Toronto. Nigga, I looked up. Somebody lied to me. FIFA World Cup final. Nigga, that shit is in MetLife Stadium, nigga, in 2026, nigga. That's in Jersey. That's in Jersey, on the border of Jersey and New York. That shit is not in Toronto, nigga. And that's going to be the game where everybody watches. That's going to be the motherfucking game that everybody watches. This one. And it's just in New Jersey. I guess the FIFA World Cup this year is just in Canada. Let me see. The whole World Cup is going to be in Canada, the U.S., and somewhere else. I forgot where else, but yeah. Yeah, the World Cup is going to be, yeah, it's Canada, Mexico, and United States. I don't know why y'all made me think that they picked Toronto. I was like, why did they pick Toronto? No, they might have a couple of, apparently in Canada, there's going to be 2 spots that they're going to do certain events or certain like matches. They're going to have one in Toronto, I believe, and another one, Toronto. Yeah, one in Toronto and one in, wait, fuck, hold on. One in Toronto and another one, I thought it was like Montreal or something. Like, yeah. So anyway, this will not be like, you know, it's 3 countries co-hosting it. Canada, Mexico, United States. And the final is going to be in motherfucking, I know it says MetLife Stadium, but it's like literally you could walk to New York. It's in New York, right? Even though this is technically Jersey, but still. MetLife Stadium, the New York Jets play MetLife Stadium. The New York Giants play MetLife Stadium. Yeah. Okay. All good. Yeah, but here's the thing. So now Elliott Wilson comes out and says, dog. Essentially, Drake has turned the shit down. So let me look what this guy is saying now. Maybe he switched up his beat. Let me see. Oh, he hasn't said anything else. So yeah, I don't know this guy from he at Elliott Wilson. Here we go. I don't know why he at him. He says NFL sources tell me, nah. I'm sorry, brother. Yo, I'm gonna keep it a beat with you, Mr. Randall Williams. We never heard about you before 3 hours ago, my guy. I'm going with Elliott Wilson. Not only the guy who has direct connections to Jay-Z, also he has the most reason of everybody but Joe Budden in terms of media to hate on Drake. And even he is saying, nah, Drake actually did it. So I'm sorry, Mr. Randall Williams. This is an interesting part in media. Randall, I'll tell you how I would normally handle this, okay? This ain't recess, though. I'll tell you how to do it. I'd go back to my source, and I'd say, hey, listen, Elliott Wilson and others are getting direct sources from, obviously, Jay-Z, saying that Drake was offered. Could you either give me something more if you were telling the truth? And it looked like he had multiple sources. It says it's a blatant lie. I would tell him, this is how I handle sources. If you lie to me, I stop protecting you. Don't lie to me. If you feed me a lie, before I look like the liar, we're the liar. So don't give me anonymous lies. You get what I'm saying? I protect a lot of people. I get a lot of information. Sometimes your favorite rapper leaks some shit. And it's all good. You'll never hear where it came from, right? I've even protected their name when other rappers call me like, how the fuck? Nah, bro, I can't tell you that. You get what I'm saying? Now, where you can't protect the source, if someone is using you as a propaganda machine. Like for example, I think Millie Mall should have did this. If Drake, if Drake tells me, yo, I turned the Super Bowl down 4 times. And then and it's understood that he knows I'm finna go say that publicly, and I go say it, and it comes back that he fucking lied to me, even though Maul did say his source was Drake. Nigga, I'm telling Drake, nigga, go clear that shit up, nigga. Like, nigga, you're not gonna use me as a mouthpiece for your lies and propaganda. And then when it gets exposed, I just look like the liar. You just look like some random person who didn't say shit. So, and shit, I've done that with Cardi too. Nigga, Cardi. You know when I'm telling niggas about when your album's coming, I'm getting it from you, right? I'm getting it from your label, right? Like, nigga, I'm not just like, Genie, when is Cardi? Like, nigga, either go tell the people what's going on, or nigga, I now have to out the source and tell the people, hey, I'm not lying to you, it's Cardi lying. Cardi's the fucking liar, right? So, yeah, whoever this Randall guy is, expose the source. And this comes from me, the person who never exposes the source, because sources know not to fuck with me. Don't feed me no lies, okay? Or don't feed me no lies that if the opposite is proven to be true, you can't come and stand on the record of what you fed me. Pause. All right. So we'll see if that happens. What do I believe? I believe Elliott Wilson. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I believe Elliott Wilson probably talked to Jay, right? Or talk to somebody in Roc Nation, talk to those people. He knows the people. So I believe him. I don't believe this guy. Okay? Now, it brought me to an interesting point because I started talking about journalism at that point, right? A little bit, right? TDE Punch. And I seen recently, TDE Punch said this. And I don't know why all y'all niggas is trying to like piggyback off like what Kendrick Lamar. Nigga, Kendrick Lamar ain't no goddamn oracle. I know y'all treat him like he's baby Jesus in rap, but nigga, you know, the nigga drops once every 5 years. There's no follow through with any of this like mythical, like down to earth extra shit he be talking about. Like, nigga, he puts a veil over all of our eyes and disappears when he's done selling records. Let's keep it a bean, right? So I seen Punch said this. He said, the propaganda and narratives painted around hip hop culture is scary. Everything loses its true value when the truth is absent. It's getting tough to come on here and engage with people who are really part of this thing and love music. It's getting impossible to tell who's who. Nasty. That was a very interesting points by TDE Punch. And I kind of agree with him. Except I'm glad we're here. I'm glad we're here. You see, now we're at a place, and again, I know none of y'all gonna ever give Kendrick any type of fucking blame or anything, but I'm blaming Kendrick and I am blaming Drake. You know why these days everybody looks to hear what they could be hearing from Drake's fucking mouth from me? Because Drake don't want to fucking talk. Kendrick don't want to fucking talk. We got to go listen to DJ Head or Punch or something. None of these niggas do interviews. None of them will put out a tweet. None of them will tell us how they think. They're just like, oh, I'm just dropping random music. And you know what causes, like, it's like, it's not just the game of basketball that garners wide span attention. It's the narratives. Oh, it's Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Oh, it's LeBron versus the Avengers. Like, that's what gets people intrigued. So when these rappers, Kendrick alike, Kendrick ain't do an interview in 10 years. He don't talk, you don't got to do an interview, but at least the nigga don't get on live and like explain anything he's saying. He's just talking in cryptic codes, hieroglyphics and bullshit. Drake talking to 3, 4, maybe media personality, me included, but who knows what fucking his intended purpose is. Here's the point. I love where we're at now because I'm in media. I'm going to keep running with this shit. For people like TDE Punch, don't blame nobody but the artist. There used to be times where Jay-Z, Cameron, 50 Cent would be like, hey, I don't want nobody else controlling the narrative about me. Let me just speak and let me clear up everything going on. Okay? Again, this is not solicitation for interviews with none of these niggas. Listen, I've made peace with a long time ago that Kendrick think he's too good to interview with nobody. That Drake, that all these niggas think they're too good to do that. Okay? That's what I always tell y'all. I make more money talking about people than talking to them. You know what I mean? Like, the Super Bowl shit, I could cover it for the next week. If I interview with a nigga and he says the truth, it's over. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't talk about it no more. It's like, there's no more, okay, here's this next arc. So again, hip-hop is a place where the top artists, and I know Jay's pretty much retired, but we'll throw him in the mix. Jay, Rihanna, The Weeknd, Kendrick, Cardi, they don't fucking speak. So you know what it's gonna be? Big Ack is gonna make up all this shit. Well, not make it up because y'all are talking to me. Like put this. Cardi's talking to me the whole day yesterday. I'm like, Cardi, just why are you talking to me? Talk to them. So here's the thing. The version of hip hop we get now is rappers who are scared or unwilling to talk. Mostly unwilling to talk because they want to keep their mystique. They now just talk to a few media people who then disseminate those information, and then people don't hear it from the original source, and everybody has their own agenda. And of course, we're now living in gossip land. So again, I don't mind. I'm the top guy at the gossip land shit because I talk to all the popping rappers, okay, except Kendrick. But I talk to everybody. I talk to people who Kendrick gotta pay to get the records out. So I don't talk to him, but I get the information anyway. You get what I'm saying? But this is true though. I don't want to hear no rappers or nobody who claims they love rap culture say that there is propaganda, say that there's lies, say that they're this, when the people who have the loudest voices don't talk for themselves. If you're talking through Ack and Mall, if you're talking through DJ Head and TDE Punch, you deserve to get all the motherfucking narratives written about yourself. Y'all niggas start talking for yourselves because Ack gonna be fine regardless. These days, I look on Twitter, and Twitter, no matter what is said, right? Twitter creates narratives. Like, for example, let's stay with Kendrick for a second. Bro, Kendrick dropped an album with a bunch of, like, subliminals or sneak dissing, but also talking about the culture in, like, a weird way. We don't even know who he's talking about. Talking about media. He said he's talking about radio guys. We don't even know who he's talking about. Then he put some shoes on his thing. Like, of course, now you're the cryptic guy. You kind of won the battle by people attributing, whether rightly or wrongly, weird meanings to everything you are doing. Oh, 616? It was that time Drake went by the bus stop to go scout the kids. Oh, 616? Oh, that's a Bible verse from Corinthians. Wait, 616? Bro, that was like back in 2011 when they first, bruv, nigga, like all this cryptic shit, y'all deserve for us to make up some bullshit about y'all. Cut the fuckery out. Like, when did y'all niggas get so lit that y'all got to tweet? Like, I see everybody, they're so like, oh, look how Kendrick moves. He's just dropped three tweets. Like, he don't say nothing else. Cool. Well, perfectly fine. We'll make up a narrative for you. So, TDE Punch, this is not just for, you see, I'm keeping it fair. This goes for Drake. This goes for Kendrick. This goes for any of the artists that won't use their own mouth. If you won't speak for yourself, trust me, Ak will speak for you. Okay? Trust and believe. Y'all niggas all got Twitter accounts. You're not that cool. If motherfucking Shannon Sharp could figure out a way how to go live while fucking a bitch, you could go live and clear up some rumors. If everybody and their mama been wondering when your album coming out, but you refuse to tell them, it's for a reason. So when niggas now say, oh, it's coming out, then just like, remember I told you, I don't talk to Kendrick, but I got good information that when I was speaking to people close to the operation, they say Kendrick is loading. What the fuck does that mean? So of course I put it out. You ain't gonna tell people what the fuck going on, so cool. I'm gonna use my sources like I should do. And by the way, it looked like I was right. And I didn't say what he was loading. Pause. I guess he was loading that bullshit ass track. He dropped it. Cool. But for all of the rappers, and I see now people are talking about the propaganda. Yes, we're in the most divisive time in hip-hop history. This is politics. This is politics. Fans are moving like political operatives. If they like Drake, they can't like Kendrick. If they like Kendrick, they can't like Drake. So, great. At times, for example, at times, certain artists, whether it's Drake, like Drake has probably had good times like disseminating the information. I'm not saying necessarily through me or not, through whoever, for whatever means he had to do it. Same with Kendrick. Kendrick, like when Kendrick finna drop or when he got whatever, he starts sending little smoke signals. You start seeing it. All good, not knocking their process, but all I'm saying is that these days, I seen an interesting message, which this is kind of like, so I think I posted this, right? So this was a Carisha Please episode with Rick Ross. It's a Carisha Please episode with Rick Ross and Carisha. Who am I saying? Rick Ross and who? And when I posted it, it was Rick Ross talking about the whole BBL Drizzy thing, right? And a rapper commented, no, it wasn't a rapper. I think it was Wayno. Shout out to my boy Wayno. Wayno commented underneath and he said, yo, these days rappers talk about everything else but their music. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to hear them do an interview, they don't want to talk about music anymore, right? Like you don't get conversations or they don't speak at all. And it's kind of true. We are living in a time of gossip, rumors, and narratives. That is the truth. We are 100%. I'm not denying it. We're definitely living in that era. Now, also the fans, because we're living in a divisive time, it's hard for the fans to pick. It's hard, like, you know what I mean? If you like for example, if you like Kendrick, when you heard that Drake turned down the Super Bowl multiple times, like I seen somebody say something and shit, if I was like a diehard Kendrick fan, I would have probably be like, no, yeah, that had to be the truth. So the conversation around that was, I heard a Kendrick fan say, he said, y'all got to be delusional if you think Drake turned down a Super Bowl multiple times and you never heard it in a rap. And I thought I was like, yeah, Drake do kind of brag about everything. So if I'm a Kendrick fan, I'll be like, nah, it's a lie, right? And right now, if I'm a Drake fan, which I am, we're going to be like, of course it wasn't a lie. It's the truth. Even the biggest hater, Elliot Wilson, said it. So again, we just living in a time where we're gonna have to blame this on these artists acting too fucking cool. They don't do interviews, and I'm not saying they gotta do interviews, but all y'all could get on Instagram Live, all y'all could just type up a tweet, all y'all could speak to y'all fans, and at least let them not be constantly seeking for these nuggets of speculation to fuel whatever they think based on whatever biases they have, based on whatever sides they're on. And until these artists speak for themselves, fuck it, let it keep going. That's what I'm saying. Let it keep going. Like, speaking of, like, you know, information and maybe misinformation, shit. Look at this little TJ shit. Little TJ. I spoke to his lawyer, right? NY Drill official. Oh, actually, I didn't speak to his lawyer. I spoke to someone who spoke to his lawyer. I want to be very accurate. So the news was coming down that essentially Lil TJ was caught up in a RICO indictment, right? And even 6ix9ine reacted to it on a story when he posted the laughing emojis, right? This is where 6ix9ine posted. This was in relation to a picture of Tyone Merritt, a.k.a. Lil TJ, being in a photo array of people who were arrested in what's being dubbed as Operation Slaughtery. Okay, apparently this gang is called the Slattery Gang, and I do want to give you a little bit of what they were involved with, but to save you the suspense, I got told, and I was like, no, because I was looking for the indictment, and I found the indictment and everything, but I couldn't find a current or within the last 7 days, Lil TJ get locked up, nor could I find his name in the actual indictment paperwork. Spoke to the people who spoke to his lawyer. They said, yo, this is fake. This picture here is actually photoshopped with Lil TJ in it because that's not the original photo array. And I said, no, come on, no. But it did kind of make a little sense because I'm like, I was like, I don't know, because I've never seen this mugshot of him. Like, I looked up the mugshots. That's the first thing, you know. Unfortunately, the TJ mugshots. Unfortunately, most rappers' mugshots are like, you know, Googleable. And I was looking at these mugshots that he has publicly, and I couldn't find the one that was listed on that particular, flyer where he's kind of looking down. But they said this isn't real. This is actually Photoshop. So then I go to the original thing. So Slattery Gang, Bronx indictment. You could actually Google it, and these things do come up. When you click on it, this is the actual press release about the indictment. The indictment actually came down last month, August 2nd, right? Now, I'm going to play you a video afterwards about what they're known for. Apparently, this is like a gang that they were using young women to do the shooting. So there's many videos where women, you could tell some of these bitches got nails on because the way they're holding the gun is like you could tell like their fucking nails they can't really hold the gun like they should. But they're walking each other down in public and they're killing each other, right? Again, they said the brazenness knew no limit. These acts began in 2017 when half of the defendants were under 17. Okay? So these are people that were just killing each other or shooting at each other while they were minors. Okay? Here we go. Once you go down, though, here are the defendants. And the defendants you will notice are all these people, but what you will notice who's missing is Tyone Merrick, which is Lil TJ's real name. Okay, you have all these people who are listed as defendants. You will not find Tyone Merrick. And by the way, they only list the initials of people who are currently under the age of 18. And obviously we know that Lil TJ is over the age of 18, so his name should have been here if he was indicted, but it's not. So I thought maybe he's added on to what's called a superseding indictment, right? A superseding indictment is usually an indictment that takes over the current indictment and add more charges and more defendants. And I clicked on this and I was going down, and by the way, yeah, these are the females. These are the females that were killing people. right? One of them is pregnant. Like, this is going on in the Bronx. This is going on. This is why when I heard Atlanta niggas said that they were the toughest niggas on earth, I was like, huh? I'm like, Lil Woody's chilling doing a 30v1 with a 30 clip in his pocket. Like, yo, they got females who pregnant doing drills in New York. Like, what are you talking about? Like, with all due respect, Atlanta ain't got nothing on New York. Atlanta got all the, like, you could ride around with like goddamn a Draco in your car if you're not a felon. New York, you can't even have a gun. And they still wilding out. Like, they have put the worst laws on like possible to prevent crime, and there's still mad crime. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, not to really glorify crime. I'm just trying to show you how these people just don't give a fuck. Okay, actually, let me see if I can find it. So I'm going to show you where that picture actually came from, right? Here we go. So let me play this video.
They take aim and shoot no matter who's in the way. Instead of prom parties, their social events are shootings and funerals. The number of teen girls using guns is growing, and now female crime fighters are working to bring them to justice and turn their lives around before more lives are ruined. We had an exclusive look inside recent NYPD gang takedowns. 19-year-old Brianna Portalatin, 8 months pregnant, was among other suspects brought out from a sort of criminal commune in a Bronx apartment. She was in handcuffs again. Police say it's her third gun arrest. What's going on here?
I love you, babe.
Damn. That's a bottom bitch, right? That's a ride or die. Her last fucking words, I love you, babe. She bringing herself and the goddamn unborn fetus to the prison. Jesus Christ. You need a loyal girl like this, man. Rather than say I'm innocent, I love you, babe. A New York ratchet bitch, man. You can't replace him.
Expectant mom with a rap sheet is allegedly one of 20 members of the notorious Slaughtery gang.
Now, let me pause it here. This is the original, because there's not a real picture. They did a press conference and they had this on like a big ass cardboard. So this was the original. And if you notice, Lil TJ's not listed here. He's not seen here. In the edited one, Lil TJ is edited right next to this guy, or in between this guy, and this guy is brought down to the row below, or something like that. Yeah. But yeah, this is the original list. Lil TJ's not on it. Half of these are just like females or young women who, you know, they giving it up in the streets. Yeah. And you'll notice that's different from this. Actually, there's another, and you could tell, by the way, also it says Fox 5. So if this was a real image, I should be able to find it on Fox 5. I cannot find this image again on Fox 5. So this had to be edited, if you get what I mean, okay? So you see this guy and this guy again, and I told you this guy got moved down. And I looked up the name of this guy and the name of this guy. Both of them are on the indictment. Both of their names are on the indictment, and the only person's name not on it is Lil TJ, which means most likely it's edited. Apparently, his lawyer was going to basically his lawyer was going to actually address it. Yo, Rose Rex, I'm gonna get to your donation. I know you're back on the Drake stuff. Just give me a second. Let me finish this. So apparently, this ain't real. Apparently, and there's a few other. Let me see if I could. I'm going to look through the site for another one of these pictures, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just not true. Give me 1 second. Yeah, hold on. What the fuck here? Search. Wow, why can't I hit the search thing? Slaughtery. Yeah. Okay. If you click on this, apparently this is like one of the, you know, yeah, this is a little bit more of the photo array. You'll notice, once again, that Lil TJ is not on it. Like, Lil TJ is just simply not on it.
Box 5.
This is another video, I believe. Let me see.
Offended many hip-hop and drill rap artists. She says artists need to...
And by the way, oh, that's ironic. Don Florio, the person they just shown, that is Lil TJ's. Well, the lawyer that should be responding or giving a statement for Lil TJ as well. So she's saying it's fake.
Be more aware that what they say about their street activity in any form can be used against them.
Well, of course, you can rap about, your environment.
This is Dawn Florio, by the way.
You can rap about, whatever, but don't rap about things that you've actually done, because that's how the government will come forward.
By the way, and shout out to Dawn. I just followed her on Instagram, so I'm not trying to say this to put her down. But if she's like a down ass lawyer. You know, she caught a charge back in the day for smuggling some drugs into the jail for one of her clients. Look, Dawn Florio. Look, apparently, look, when she tried to pass hundreds of pills and a turkey sandwich, 2 sticks of deodorant to a jailed inmate or whatever. They said I forgot. I think they said she stashed it in her. It's like, yeah, that's my type of lawyer. My type of lawyer. No, I need to get high. She bringing the pills up her. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Dawn Florio is a real one. Okay, anyway.
You, and it's like telling on yourself.
The NYPD detectives from the Gun Violence Suppression Division told us Chef G and Sleepy Hollow allegedly used their immense popularity from their music to maintain tight control on the time bars on a gun possession. Any form can be used against one.
Let's get back to the slottery thing.
Homeboy that come in and do management that never did anything. Drill. Oh, I'll fly on.
Where's the slottery joint?
Nobody's really telling what.
All right, give me a second. I think this is it. This is it. Yes. Oh, yeah. This is the original photo array right here. So this is what's on their website. And then if you see the Fox 5 logo, you had to get it from their video. And none of their videos ever show Lil TJ. So it's definitely somebody screenshotted it and edited it. But this is the original picture. So basically, Lil TJ, he's just not indicted. Because I know what people would be like, if they can't find him on the indictment list, they're going to say he snitched. And that's just not, that just wasn't true. You get what I'm saying? So this is the original picture. As I said, when they edited it, they put Lil TJ right here. I don't know where they got that picture from, though. Because that do look like a real mugshot. I'm not going to lie. That do look like a real mugshot. But I don't know where they got it from. But they moved this guy down, and then they put Lil TJ here, as you would see on, here. Right? You would put it side by side. It kind of look like a slightly different picture, but I don't know. Oh yeah, it's more colored because they got it off the screenshot. That's why it says Fox 5. Yeah. I don't know where this is from, though. Interesting. But he's not locked up. Definitely not locked up. Not locked up at all. Okay. All right. So Lil TJ's good, but I would, obviously hope that he stays out of trouble. Also, I knew this was a little bit capped because they had said it was a federal indictment. All the people we've seen in the slottery gang thing, it's not a federal indictment. It's a Bronx indictment, which means the Bronx DA's office did it. So it's a local indictment. It's a county indictment, not necessarily a federal indictment, which will come out of the Southern District. Anyway, cool. While we at that, I do have, and let's go over this real quick. By the way, let me just react to your donation. I do appreciate you guys sending any donations. Very much appreciating. Rose's Wreck, thank you for the 10. He says, yo, saying you've been offered the Super Bowl 4 times only after the announcement is like Soulja Boy saying he the first rapper to come out of his mama's womb, or the game saying a sentence without capping. What? I don't get that analogy. You're saying you're offered the Super Bowl 4 times only after the announcement is like saying Soulja Boy saying he's the first rapper. Okay, this is why I went on the rant that I went on, Rose's Wreck. I said rappers need to start speaking for themselves. Don't use me as a mouthpiece, Maul or no one else. Do interviews or fucking tweet or at least post something to your story. You know why? Because here's the thing. You know Drake ain't gonna say nothing. It's not, Drake didn't hit. Anytime I get info from Drake, Drake isn't like, I mean, well, I guess at times, like, I guess, like, you know, if it's like a big topic, like, yeah, he probably has voluntary information. But this information, and I don't want to speak for Millie Mall, but I'm pretty sure Millie Mall just asked him, like, yo, bro, what's up with this? And probably Drake just told him, like, the truth. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck about that nigga performing at Super Bowl. Nigga, I turned the Super Bowl down mad times. Right? He's telling Maul, and Maul puts it to the world. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, honestly, if he told me, I would have probably said, put it out there just like that. So it's not like, but to y'all, you're interpreting it like Drake is salty and saying, yo, could tell the people I got offered it and turn it down for it. No, he's not saying tell the people that. He, on a podcast, the nigga's saying he's giving a recap of the conversation he had with him. But I get, that's what I'm saying, these rappers got to start talking for themselves. And I mean every rapper, including Kendrick. Because it to your comment, it makes it seem like Drake is salty by just trying to feed information out there that he turned it down, when I'm pretty sure he was just like keeping it real with somebody who he's talked to multiple times. When the person's saying, you know what I mean? Because again, I told you, after last Super Bowl, I hit him and I said, bro, you know, next year you got to do the Super Bowl, bro. You have to. You know? He didn't really say nothing about it. But, you know, he said something tomorrow. It doesn't matter. Entertainment Zone. He says, just like the title of the video pissed me off, Kendrick's new song has nothing to do with Drake act. It's over with. That is cap, brother. Brother, that's cap. Like, yo, referencing that you walked the man down. We know who you're talking about. Also still sitting on this, yo, oh, the industry is like, fuck this whole industry. Like, he's piggybacking off of all the tenets that he pretty much used to win the beef win the Drake beef. He's acting like he's some cultural cleanser. It's the reason when a nigga said, I'm what the culture feeling. And he's telling you now what's wrong with the culture. Like, he's using the same energy. Like, if you don't think this is a piggyback, like, I don't know what to tell you. Do I think it's a flat-out diss song? No, I don't think it's a flat-out diss song. I think it's a slight victory lap, just like how Drake used to just, you know, remember when he used to do it to Meek, and he tried to do it to Pusha T a couple times, like, yo, niggas try to play with me this summer at blah, blah. Yeah. So there's a jab there, but it's not a full-on diss song. Nobody thinks that. But he's capitalized off the same energy that was used in the beef. That's the point. My nigga, just think about it. Do y'all think Kendrick is that hot that he drops some song with no hook and the world stops and everybody's reacting to it? No, it's because everybody remembered the fucking battle. Like, bro, let's be realistic. Like, Kendrick dropped mad song. Niggas don't care, bro. Yo, the hype for that nigga dropping that one song was probably more than his goddamn album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. At least in my estimation. I feel like the whole culture was like, first thing he said, or first thing he's dropped since, what do you call it again? First thing he's dropped since Not Like Us. So he knows what he's doing. So if you want to act like he's having this moment that's like devoid or not related to his battle with Drake, you could be that naive, but not me. Okay? Ninja Fahai says K-Dot must save us from drill music. I'm glad you said that. This is where y'all are so facetious. Number one, I don't think he's going to keep going this little Negro spiritual route. He's going to be on the up-tempo, more commercial shit, I believe, like he did with whatever song that was the intro for Not Like Us video. And just like how Not Like Us was, I think he's going to give us a more commercial album, whatever his album's going to be. It's so funny that y'all niggas, y'all typically don't like this type of boring shit. But now, because it feels like he has an edge to it where he's taking shots, like, bro, y'all don't like this shit. The nigga been doing this. How come all y'all niggas is saying he's cleansing the culture now? The nigga had 15 years to cleanse the culture. What the fuck happened then? Y'all are too pretentious. Like, oh, now he could cleanse the culture. Bozo, thank you for your 20 pounds. He says, Ak, have you ever considered Jay-Z has a valid reason to dislike Drake? Oh, yeah. Bruv, I've never sat here and said nobody has a valid reason. Like, I wouldn't like Drake if I was half of these. If I was Drama, I don't even know how Drama got cool back with Drake. Like, well, I guess I guess Drake, Drake hopped on his artist song, and maybe that was like a token of like forgiveness. Drake fucked his bitch, right? You fuck my bitch, I hate you for life, nigga. Man, you're not cool. Fuck you, nigga. Like, I got no anybody who Drake fucked their bitch, they're supposed to hate Drake. What the hell? Nigga, I brought you down here to cut a verse of me. I've shown you mad love. We both light-skinned niggas. You fuck my bitch. Fuck you, nigga. Yeah. Now, Jay-Z obviously didn't fuck Beyonce. Like, I'm not putting that in here. What I'm saying is that the reasons Jay-Z doesn't like Drake, probably some competition, probably some he thinks Drake is arrogant. I got no problem with Jay-Z not liking Drake. What the fuck? He don't got to. My only thing is that it's one thing not liking somebody, and it's another thing acting like you're an inclusive culture guy, finessing to a position that is going to be representative of the culture, and you get there and you start just exacting your revenge on the people you've had problems with. You get what I'm saying? Like, he used the culture to get there. So it has to be that one position. Now with Rock Nation, you own Rock Nation. If you want to put up fuck Drake billboards from here to wherever, cool. But that NFL position you don't get without the culture, my guy. You got that because of the culture. You did not just get that because you got a big ass nose and big lips. Like, it did not work like that, nigga. So you gotta keep some of your biases out of that. Now, Rock Nation, go ahead. You want to rap in this, a nigga? Go ahead. Bozo said he put him on the Blueprint 3, one of the biggest albums, even before Drake debut album even drops. Drake still snakes him with Tidal and Stink. This is Drake. And we've heard this other reason that's popped up now. Apparently, Cam and Mace talked about it. What he said? It was Drake, Beyonce. It was some type of album. It was a house album, like Drake, Beyonce house album. Apparently, here we go.
Beyonce's album was coming. Drake was at the club. He was popping bottles. He was minding his business. All of a sudden, he goes, oh shit, I wanted to release my album the same date, around the same time. But like his album says, honestly, never mind. Plans change. He texted baby mama because he needs an art cover and she's an artist. He goes, I need an art cover within the next 45 minutes. She goes, okay, cool. She asks for the name of the album. He saes, honestly, never mind. She makes that art cover. He goes, what the fuck is this? She's like, what I can do in 30 minutes. Like, take it or leave it. Okay. His assistant needs to come.
Okay, I don't know what that person's talking about. Anyway, apparently, like, Drake helped work on Beyonce's house album, and then he drops an house album before. That's what people were saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's a thing.
No, a lot of these whole pow-pows come from Drake. You worked on the Beyonce house album.
And then you did a house album.
And did a house album and dropped it right before hers. And they ain't like that. Like,
I wouldn't like that if I'm them.
I wouldn't.
Because you got to understand, we're dealing with the power part of money, power, respect.
Mm-hmm.
That's the part that we have to focus on. People with power are going to exert it now, like when this much is at play. So, yeah, I don't think they like that shit. I don't know what's behind it, but they ain't like that move, that little house album after you worked on my shit. Hell no. Oh, I also got a little bit of tea.
Oh, that's it.
Spill it.
Come on now.
It's hot tea.
Oh, we're ready.
I'm sure
you got the straw? You
put a little more water in it. You can water down the tea.
I mean, Cam and them kind of alluded to there being something behind the scenes at play between the parties involved. And I don't know if I got the same tea as him. But I'm hearing that there was an event where something happened backstage that, yeah.
Between whom?
I can't say. Yeah. I can't say because the tea is too hot. But something happened backstage at one of them shows.
Put some milk in it, nigga.
I can't.
That's the salt. Put something different. Come on, you gotta get
stupid.
Put some milk in it.
No, because it's the hottest of teas. It's the hottest of.
You can't cool it down.
It's the scorching.
No, there's no way to do addition that one.
Lava tea.
You can't. But these things are at play. Like,
can you say what? Not who, but what happened? Was there argument, a disagreement?
there was something that went on backstage that would affect the decision making and makers of events like this.
And it just contributes to the reputation that Wayne has for being inconsistent.
I don't know if he has that.
Okay, so he's alluding to the whole thing with Drake supposedly working on that album, working on Beyonce's album, and also dropping the same type of album. I feel like Drake was, probably looking at a place to pivot, trying to see what was going to be hot. He sees Beyonce's going to go there, basically try to capitalize off it before Beyonce gets there. Which maybe they think that's snakish. Like, damn, nigga, we about to work on this type of shit. You over here come jack our swag. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. Somebody says, what? One crack news says, how Carcino know why Jay and Drake is beefing and you don't? Bro, you realize we're all speculating, right? Like, there's a million things that's going on with these guys, right? Like, a million things, right? You know their relationship been up, down, left, right for like a while. So I don't know who knows. I can only tell what I know, okay? Drinks on me. Thank you for 5. He says, how is Jay-Z a hater if he offered Drake the Super Bowl twice? You owe him an apology. Well, you're probably not going to like this answer. Well, of course I'm going to offer Drake the Super Bowl twice. When rappers allegedly were number one, he needs to make a big splash. He gets this position. But then rappers started to turn it down. That first one that went to Shakira and them was turned down by a bunch of rappers who were like, oh, we stand with Colin, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, maybe like Drake was just on the list of names that he had to just pass through. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, both things could be true. He could have still offered it and still be a hater. You get what I'm saying? Also, like, I don't think Jay-Z hates Drake enough where if the obvious and best business move is to put Drake on the bill, he wouldn't. Like, for example, this year, if Drake was having like the wildest, most phenomenal year, I do believe he would offer him the joint. Now, here's the thing. It doesn't mean that if Drake ain't getting his back kicked in, pause, by Kendrick and people who are boosting up Kendrick, this might not be something that behooves him because it's like, yo, cool. Fuck this nigga. Like, yes, like, as I said, Jay-Z he's the consummate capitalist, but he's also a petty nigga, right? So both things could definitely be true. I hope you understand what I mean. And I understand if you think, well, look like nothing he could do will make you feel like he's not a hater. Well, you probably got to go back to 2 streams ago. I laid out about 40 different things of how Jay-Z has either manipulated, used, or co-opted culture for his own benefit, pushed other people out, and yeah, even if you want to say that for Drake, what do you have to say about the 50 thing, right? Okay. Oh shit, I'm still reading donations. Bozo says, thank you for the 20 pounds again. He says, also, do you think that Drake needs to collab with a bigger artist to come back in a different genre? Like a BTS or a Morgan Wallen or even a Taylor Swift? Because 0 top 10 songs out of the 15 songs with 70 million listeners is looking bad. No, I was saying this to Kyrie and them before. Drake has to do a traditional release. If Drake says, I'm dropping a 4-pack, I promise you, this will work. He doesn't need to collab with none of these people. Again, now, maybe he needs to collab with them to have a record that stays in the top 10. But for him to debut in the top 10, Drake is still that hot. All he got to do, you're not dropping on 100 Gigs website, announce to the world, put out some type of cover art. I'm dropping in a week. I'm dropping in a week a 4-pack. Do your little radio show. Have Universal Republic behind it to at least service these records. Like any radio station that gets serviced this on a Friday, they're going to be playing it all day Friday, all day Monday. And if you don't know how the Billboard Hot 100 works, a third of the things that matter is radio play. Now, granted, some artists are just so hot with zero radio play, they still chart, right? Like notoriously, when 6ix9ine got out of jail, him and Nicki Minaj, their song Troll, debut #1, and it had 0.51 radio play, which means like maybe some mix show DJs. It was never programmed. It's hard to be in the top 10 without some radio play. So if Drake just has a fucking plan, stop releasing songs 10 days before you put on DSPs. Say, hey, I'm coming with this. Post it to your main page. Brother, it will work. He will debut at least one song in the top 10. Like, I think y'all are looking at it like, yo, his clout just ran out. No, he's releasing shit in the worst possible way ever. He should be, like, even as big as Drake is, pause, he should be happy he's charting. Bozo World says, why you never talk on Kendrick and Drake? Why you never talk on Kendrick and Drake talked on before the beef? What? Why you never talk on Kendrick and Drake? Why you never talk on Kendrick and Drake talking before the beef to not take it personal, and Drake took it there? Okay, so that's to address, there's a rumor going around that Drake spoke to Kendrick. That's the rumor.
Conversation that maybe they...
I think Joe Budden said that.
Since the announcement.
I think, where did Joe say?
Tory Lanez that night, actually.
Who?
Tory Lanez.
I don't know if I can find it. Actually, I think I posted it. So according to my boy Joey, he says that, where can I find it? Oh, I think he got blocked on the gram. Yo, Joe is not fucking with y'all, man. Joe want to make sure I need to go get his Patreon. He got that shit blocked. I'll look at it on YouTube. Drake spoke to Kendrick before beef. Okay, that is bad. Can't find it there. I don't know why Twitter is the best way to find everything.
I also heard that Drake and Kendrick had a talk before any diss record was released. I don't know if that's true or not, but I heard they spoke.
I can see it.
Did you hear how the conversation went?
Yeah, it went like the Teddy Pendergrass part of the shit. Hey, how do you want this to go? What we doing? Oh, we rapping? Okay, then let's keep it. And he didn't keep it up. So
when he told them that a bunch of times.
Here we go. I know. That's why it's not even like real tea.
Yeah, he told them that a bunch of times.
It's only tea because to say it to him on the phone, like I know what that's like as when you about to fucking tear a nigga. Let me call and make sure first. Hey man, we doing this for real? You dead ass? Oh my God.
Yo, you know all right.
This has been the brightest spot of the year for me, all of this.
Okay. Now, I haven't heard that, and this is what I'm going to keep going back to. Kendrick need to do an interview. Drake need to do an interview. Like, my nigga, I'm going to be honest with you. Like, this is one of those things where, like, I don't want to run to Drake and go ask him, like, did you talk to him? You know what I mean? Like, because it's going to be like a Maul situation, right? Because I could ask him, like, yo, is what Joe's saying true? Did you talk? I've never asked Drake this. He's never told me this, right? But there's been mad little things that's, you know, like, most of this, like, we're not talking to these guys, like, whether it's me or Maul or anybody, but, like, at least Drake. We're not talking to him like it's an interview, my nigga, right? But, like, as a fan, you kind of have, like, interview-esque questions. That's why I'm keep saying, we're all going to keep speculating unless we have, like, direct sources, because there's so much things to be answered that we don't hear directly from the people, right? Like, a lot of times I'm hearing about Drake musical strategies from the people who are working around him. You know what I mean? And, you know, obviously it's not intended for me to hear, but I still get it. Here's the point. I do want to know if they talked. I also want to know what was the thought. Like this is an interview question. And I talked to Drake a lot. I've never asked him this because this is it's like an interview thing. What was your thought if you and Kendrick been going back and forth for years, and you know he doesn't really like you, you don't really know why, you have some respect, but not really respect, you're gonna respect how you, whatever for him, why the fuck do you even want him on a record with you and J. Cole? That's a question, bro. I got so many questions, bro. That's what I'm saying. These niggas got to start talking, bro. Right? Why the fuck would you ask this guy to be on First Person Shooter? Kendrick, at what point did you feel like 2024 was the moment that you needed to respond, and what did you find offensive about First Person Shooter? When you get literally shot. Like, these are questions only these people can answer, bro. You know what I mean? And, like, I don't want to play telephone like, oh, okay, well, this is what Drake said. And then you get, like, DJ Head or something like, oh, well, this is what Kendrick said. Man, tell them both of them they should get on the phone. And matter of fact, you know what they should do? I wish Kendrick and Drake don't talk to DJ Head, Elliott Wilson, Maul, or me no more. I want both of y'all to get back on some ghetto shit. This was the best beef in hip-hop history. Y'all niggas get on live, man. Y'all get on live like this. Y'all get on live like this. Y'all get on live like this. This is what I want.
Can we take turns? Nigga,
this is what I want.
To go to Hawaii.
This is what I want them niggas to do. Get me out of it. Get Maul out of it. Get Head out of it. Get everybody out of it. Get Joe out of it. Do this. Kendrick and Drake. Y'all niggas just start yapping. Yes. Let's see who got the energy.
Your bitch ass secretly. But you know what? Can we take turns? I ain't even gonna kill you with your own medicine. I ain't even gonna kill you with your own medicine, bro. I'm gonna let take turns. And when I see you, blood, I'm gonna beat the fuck out you, nigga. Let's talk about how you not real right either. Let's talk about how you not real right either. All right. Remember?
Nah, this is what we need.
Blood, bro, you come out to LA. You come out to LA. You come out to LA and be with the Hoovers, nigga. You be with Crips, nigga. You're not in real blood, bro. I've been cool. To be known what happened, nigga. You talking about, then I tell you don't come to New York. That's not what you was saying, bro. That's not how you was talking, nigga.
This is what I want to hear. I want to hear Drake shout that Kendrick like, didn't I tell you don't come to the 6, nigga? Didn't I tell you when them TDE niggas don't come to the 6, nigga? That's what I want, man. I want ghetto shit. I want war, chaos. Let's get it. Yeah, stop all this subliminal messages. I don't want no fuck. Yo, stop. Yo. Listen, forget sneak this, and if you gonna catch flight, be direct. Get on live with each other.
Let's talk about what happened at Paramount. What happened at Paramount when I brought you to the motherfucking Let's go. All right, you gonna let me talk? Yeah, I'm gonna listen to the whole thing, and then I'm gonna tell you the real story, because I know you gonna lie.
How you gonna tell me? All right, so let me say the real story about what happened in New York, since we gonna get to that. Let's talk about what happened in Paramount. I'm gonna tell you what
that was the real story, nigga. That's on
in
camera,
New York.
nigga.
In New York, I called you the day. Look, I called you the day of your video shoot. You said, "Yo, pull up. Let's fix it. Let's make the video here." I did call you. I said, "Yo, Trippy, you gotta claim my name, cause."
Or I want to see them on some shit like this. This how I want. I'm sorry. This is how I like my rap beef. I like my rap beef like this. I'm sorry. I like my rap beef like this.
Camera. Dex. I know you watching.
This how I like my rap beef.
Say you put me.
Yes.
Viewers, nigga, get on camera, scary ass little.
Yes.
Nigga, shout out my nigga Lil Mosey, nigga 1320.
I like when them niggas squared up, nigga.
Shout out Rose.
What you want to do, nigga?
Nah, when them niggas squared up, I like that. This is how I want my rap beef to be. The rapping part done. These niggas ain't rapping at each other no more. I want to see the crash out. Fuck that. Let's get to that. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if Drake talked to motherfucking Kendrick. I'm gonna be honest with you though. If that talk did happen, if that talk did happen, it only makes Kendrick look. That's I can't tell if this is real or propaganda, but I don't even want to. Like, I'm at the point where I don't want to confirm shit with Drake no more. Like, even this morning, I think I hit him, and I unsent it like a hoe. Like, I was just like, bro, I really don't want. I don't want me having to confirm nothing about the Super Bowl shit. That Drake, just tweet it, nigga. Like, you tweet it, nigga. Fuck that. Yeah.
Hey, nigga, I want to beat your ass, nigga. What you want to do then?
Yeah. But yeah, now if they did talk, I think that's like, that makes a hella, like we've heard mad things about the Kendrick shit, bro. Like we heard that Schoolboy Q pulled J. Cole to the side and said, bro, if you know what I know, apologize. And that whole ass nigga goes on stage immediately and apologizes. That's crazy. That's crazy. Y'all remember that, right? Like there's a whole theory. Like, nigga, I want to ask Kendrick that too. Did you tell Schoolboy Q to pull J. Cole out of this bitch? Also, I want to ask Kendrick, what the fuck did you mean Drake owes J. Cole an apology because he did him wrong? How? Like, how? Schoolboy Q. This was it right here. Where's the clip?
We started this whole.
Is it this? Where's the clip? Is it that girl who said it?
This is just what I want to do.
I can't remember who said it. I think it was Mandy. There's a podcaster named Mandy J. Cole. Everybody said she was lying like a motherfucker too. Can't tell. Anyway, it was some. Oh, wait, how can I find it? Schoolboy Q told J. Cole to back out. Yeah, where's the fucking clip? I don't know. Fuck it. Who cares? Yeah, but supposedly that was the rumor, that Schoolboy Q tells J. Cole, yo, I'm going to just give you this warning. Dot coming with some crazy shit, and you going to get clipped if you don't fall the fuck back. And essentially, J. Cole just apologized like a hoe. I'm like, well, damn. Well, damn. I don't know what to say after that. But okay. All right, cool. Any more donations or can we finally move on? What? Mike Lewis, thank you for the 5. He says, why won't you look up the case with Drake Richard Dick Fitzwin and the Mars Hotel? Nigga, we looked it up. There was nothing there. There was some crazy guys shouting out like some conspiracy shit about Epstein. What the fuck that got to do with Drake? Like, bro, like, yo, y'all conspiracy theorists coming into rap is fucking shit up. Like, you want us to think that Drake, like, y'all next thing's gonna be like, Drake bought a private jet that he could be like Epstein. Come on, bro, stop it. One crack says that guy was the first person to say why OVO Fest ain't happen. Lucian Grange canceling Drake release while Jay-Z don't like Drake. What? Brother, you got to type in English. Carcino said was the first to say OVO Fest hasn't happened. Lucian Grange canceling Drake. Lucian Grange canceling Drake release? Bro, if I don't know what you're talking about, that Carcino nigga still be hating on me. I hear that nigga be hating on me full force on YouTube. I don't even know. I don't really know him like that. I'll give him a little. The last time I heard of him, and I don't know if he knows this. Hopefully, maybe this will quiet his hate down, or maybe fuel it even more. I don't know. Remember when Nipsey Hussle was getting at me or whatever? Anyway, shit, you know me. I get right back at him, right? So we start going at each other online, and Karen Civil put us on the phone. And me and Nipsey, we talked for like a good 2 hours. I remember I was in LA that time too. I was in LA when we were doing all that. And me and Nipsey, we had a 2-hour call. And I remember Nipsey said to me, and maybe I should have said it before because I know this nigga would have been probably elated. Yo, because he was talking, he said, yeah, I be on YouTube. He said, it's only one nigga I really watch on there. And I'm going to be honest, he said it was Carcino. he said that's the only nigga he watched on YouTube. I was like, okay. All right, brother. He going to be gassed off this. Nipsey said, that's the... I can't remember when before Nipsey that, but you know, everybody, like, you know, they'll bring up Nipsey calls you a clown. Nigga, we had a whole 2-hour conversation. This is why, like, you know, I think like they bring it up because they want me to like jump out the window and say something bad about Nipsey. No. We had a whole conversation, but he definitely said that. He definitely said that. So Carcino, man, stop the hate, brother. You know? I gave you your props, or well, actually, Nipsey gave you his props. Okay, Daft Parks, he says, could you comment on Nas congratulating K-Dot on a story today? Okay, all right, we can talk about that. Everybody know Nasir Jones. I love Nas. Nas is the greatest. Nas has commented and he said, congratulations to my brother, Kendrick Lamar. Can't wait to watch the party die. This is dope. This is dope. So, number one, if we go down the list of greatest MCs, Kendrick's gonna be on that list. Don't make whatever you think I'm critique or whatever of Kendrick mean that I don't believe that. Kendrick is on the short list. Kendrick is a top 5 MC. Okay? Now, I've given you my list before of what I personally believe. I believe we have greatest MCs, and that to me is more about the technical skills of rapping, not necessarily song making. I have greatest rappers, and then I have greatest artists. I have 3 lists. I showed you guys on the screen. If you guys watch the stream a lot, you know I have 3 lists. Kendrick is up there in my greatest MCs list, and Nas as well. Have to be, right? The reason why I think this is significant and I think it's dope because I think that Nas is always a culture shifter and always a disruptor. What I would believe there's some synergy here other than maybe him just acknowledging some of the artistry and from an artistic perspective, the greatness of Kendrick there. I have to imagine that Nas is seeing that the subject matter with Kendrick's newest song seems to almost echo a little bit of what he was saying in 2008 when he said hip hop is dead. Right? I think this is embodying that energy. And I was going to say, even thank you for the person who donated, who brought this to my attention. I was going to say, I think Kendrick is kind of going down that route, not necessarily using that message that hip hop is dead, but basically, you know, even with Can't Watch a Party Die, or basically just saying that some of the things, and I think, you know, again, I don't think this is an anti-Drake thing. I think he's going to try to make a bigger point of this to say Drake represented a good part that was wrong with hip hop, but there's other parts that he feels is wrong with hip hop. And that's kind of the same mantra that Nas went down. I was going to say, though, Nas didn't succeed necessarily in that plight with, you know, because people also felt like he was criticizing the sound of the newer artists. Like, for example, I see someone sent a donation earlier. They said, Kendrick is here to kill drill rap. If you think Kendrick Lamar could kill drill rap, you have not seen this hip hop shit long enough. It's impossible. It's impossible. Usually, the progression of music and culture goes that way. We've never seen somebody just stop something. Even when Jay-Z himself said death of autotune, maybe it slowed down that, or not slowed down, but it kind of changed a bit how people use autotune, because at that point it was all about this like super auto-tuney way that, you know, that everybody was making songs. Autotune is still used today. and it's used by rappers, anybody who's making melody, auto-tune is used. So auto-tune didn't get killed. And when Nas said hip-hop was dead, you know, notoriously, do I remember the Jeezy Crash Out interview? Where there was an interviewer trying to ask Jeezy about the statements of hip hop being dead, and Jeezy was just like, "Well, if he said it's dead, what the fuck am I doing?" Here we go.
Just not one concept. You understand what I'm saying?
But who said it was? You got Nas coming back saying hip hop is dead. Who is he to say hip hop is dead?
Somebody that's been here for a very long time.
We don't have to respect because he coming back saying hip hop is dead. I mean, so I might as well make a comment like Lil Wayne then.
No,
you're not gonna tell me I ain't doing hip hop.
No, because you get your
I'll tell you what then. Okay, I'll tell you what. You look at them first week numbers and we'll talk about it.
But that has nothing to do with that. See, that's what I'm saying. That's killing it right there.
I ain't killing it. What you saying? He not. I'm gonna respect his craft. He not gonna respect mine.
No, that's not what I said.
Did I say?
Did I say that?
Okay then.
Did I say that?
Okay then. So Nas ain't did nothing he talking about. So what you saying?
Did I say that?
But has Nas did anything he talking about?
No, I'm asking you what I'm asking you what I said.
Nas been on the block.
Did I say that?
And Nas busts his guns.
Is any of Nas homies in the feds?
Is.
Okay then.
All about that.
No, that's all I'm saying.
Not listening.
Real quick. As you can see,
not listening.
Nas.
No, you said you're not respecting my craft.
I never said I disrespected your craft. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, that's what you saying.
No, that wasn't what I said, and we can go to the rewind.
Because you said
ain't nobody asking. Ain't nobody asking you to rewind.
I'm saying hip hop is alive.
Ain't nobody asking you to agree
with me. If Nas say hip hop is dead, I say hip hop is alive. Tell him to get at me.
It's dead. It's dead.
You out?
It's dead.
It's healthy conversation.
Tell me holler at me.
It's dead.
If Nas say hip hop is dead, I said it's alive. Tell him holler at me.
Not in the room right now.
12-6.
It's dead. It's dead. I said it right there. It's dead.
Jeezy, God bless, bro.
Snowman.
Peace.
All right. Oh, damn.
It's a new movement.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying? Honestly, you can't say that. This is the new millennium.
I can say that.
This is for kids.
I can say that. I can say that. Honestly.
See, we about to have some
honestly, I can say that the concept of hip hop is dead. For the simple reason, I can say that, and I'll explain.
I cannot say that or respect.
A part of what Kendrick is rapping about is kind of mirroring like, the culture and the, I guess when we say culture, music is included. It's in a space that is just, watered down and needs to, as he says, needs to be blown up. I've never seen that work. We just have to be honest. So it sounds good, right? Like, it sounds good. But if you think Kendrick could stop beefs and wars and rap battles, or not rap battles, but drill rap and street rap and, I talked about one thing. He talked about propaganda. Propaganda is going to be at an all-time high when you artists don't open your fucking mouth. Also, here's the thing, too. I've always said songs like this fall flat because they talk a good game, but then the artists that y'all claim have the power to change it, they disappear. Again, I think, especially after the pop out, Kendrick has the rare opportunity to put on a whole sound onto a new generation. That West Coast sound hasn't been mainstream in a really long time. An authentic West Coast sound. If Kendrick does an album and features a bunch of West Coast artists, gives them features, helps bring them on the platform that he has all the Infinity Stones right now. He could make anything work. He dropped like some mid song and the song is like everybody's like, oh my God, let's break it up. He could single-handedly put that sound back on the mainstream map. But you're going to have to put some work in. You got to do collabs. You got to pop out with niggas. You got to really pop out and show niggas. You can't just go ghost and pop up at the Super Bowl. No. So, again, he has some power in to make some of the changes. But usually what we see with these things are only to sell an album. There's no real movement behind it, right? Like, he don't give a fuck that much to be like, okay, I'm about to change shit up.
Well, we can agree to disagree, but I'll explain to you.
Where you from, London?
Yes.
Okay, so we're not going to get into that.
They got better taste than
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What does that mean? Honestly, what does that mean? What does that mean?
I'm just saying, you got a whole nother respect for hip hop. You grew up on a whole different type of hip hop.
But the reason why.
Okay, who you grew up listening to?
Let me explain to you why I can say I respect you enough to explain to you why I made my comment. All right.
You know that's Moni Love though, right? I was
I know that.
All right, just making sure.
All right. The reason why I say hip hop is dead.
Okay.
Okay. And nothing more than that.
Okay.
Is because the original concept of hip hop is all different forms. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's not just talking about one area of hip hop in as far as struggles, street hustling, and coming up, which is a respected factor. You understand?
But hip hop is a way of life.
Wait a minute now.
Absolutely. And I've been living it for 36 years, brother. Trust me, I know. Right now, in this day and age, it seems to be. Wait, I'm telling
what I
you.
do is not
I'm
hip-hop.
telling you, that's not what I said, brother.
Okay, that's
what I'm
saying.
telling
So it
you.
ain't dead,
What
then.
I'm telling you, yes, it is. Because right now, well, first of all, let me finish explaining to you.
I'm listening.
If there was more than one area of hip hop being given light, getting light, shining, and all the rest of it, then hip hop would not be dead. Hip hop is not one. It's just not. I can say that the concept of hip hop is dead. For the
I
simple
can't say that,
reason,
baby.
I can say that,
I
and I'll
cannot
explain.
say that or respect that.
Well, we can agree to
Where you
disagree,
from
but
anyway?
I'll explain
Where
to
you from? London?
Yes.
Okay, so we're not going to even get into that.
They got better taste than
Wait
us,
a minute.
for real.
Wait
tell
a
them
minute.
cats
What
and
that?
bricks
Wait.
that I said
Wait.
You tell them cats and bricks
What
that
does
I
that
said
mean?
was-
Honestly, what does that mean? What does that mean?
I'm just saying, you got a whole nother respect for hip hop. You grew up on a whole different type of hip hop.
But see, the reason
Okay,
why.
who you grew up listening to?
Let me explain to you why I can say I respect you enough to explain to you why I made my comment.
let's
All
go.
right.
You know that's Moni Love, though, right? I was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
okay.
yeah, I know that.
All right, just making sure. All
I
right.
know
All right. The reason why I say hip hop is dead.
Yeah, do y'all remember this time?
Okay.
Okay. And nothing more than that.
Okay.
Is because the original concept of hip hop is all different forms. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's not just talking about one area of hip hop in as far as struggles, street hustling, and coming up, which is a respected factor. You understand?
Hey, that's what you saying.
No, that wasn't what I said, and we
I'm
can
not
go
gonna
to the
agree with you
rewind.
because you said
Ain't nobody
somebody saying
asking.
hip
Ain't
hop is
nobody
dead.
asking
Well,
you
if
to
Nas
rewind.
saying hip hop is dead.
Right now, in this day and age, it seems to be.
So
Wait, I'm
what
telling
I
you.
do is not
I'm
hip-hop.
telling you, that's not what I said, brother.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So it ain't dead
what
then.
I'm telling you, yes, it is. Because right now, well, first of all, let me finish explaining to you.
Okay, I'm listening.
If there was more than one area of hip hop being given light, getting light, shining, and all the rest of it, then hip hop would not be dead. Hip hop is not one. It's just not. I made my comment. All right.
You know that's Moni Love, though, right? I was
Yeah,
just
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, I think they're playing it back in loop. Yeah, and if you look at this whole Kendrick Lamar watch the party die, by the way, it's starting to be ingested into the. It's ingested already into the system. There's just no release date on it, at least from what I see. But what I don't know if it's Universal or whoever he's partners with. They're currently tracking and actually monetizing. They're monetizing this track already for Kendrick. He just hasn't dropped it officially. Anyway, if you look at the lyrics, it definitely does seem like he's kind of piggybacking, or not piggybacking, but using that type of mantra, right? Let's read the lyrics. It's time to watch the party die. This shit done got too wicked to apologize. It's different. Get him whacked and disqualified. We even kill the killers because they taking innocent lives. Burn the whole village. We start over. It's really that time. Again, he's basically saying that this culture is full of toxic shit. Why reason with these niggas if they can't see a future first? Why argue with these clowns if the circus is well at work? Just walk that man down. That'll do everyone a solid. It's love, but it's tough love sometimes gotta result in violence. It almost like Kendrick is saying, whatever is deemed bad for the culture, which by the way, we should already know, this is how Kendrick views it, right? Like I know infamously he says on Euphoria, I want the culture feeling, but I don't know if the culture, because some of what he's talking about got a lot of rappers that he stood right next to. If we're saying we kill the killers because they're taking innocent lives, burn a village, blah, blah, he's almost kind of talking about all of this destructive rap, street rappers, street niggas. Well, gang culture is kind of like really at the core of what's going on in LA. So pretty much we should get rid of them niggas. Should get rid of all them street rapper niggas, right? But he ain't saying that, right? So it's kind of like he's talking in like a idealistic world. If you parade in gluttony without giving truth to the youth, the graveyard is company. You know when I'll think Kendrick is brave? when he takes aim at somebody else other than who he just took aim at. Because everything he's saying goes to apply to a lot of people, right? If you parade in gluttony, most of the culture is talking about, and gluttony could be obviously insatiable appetite for whatever, drugs, fornication. Like, what does Future do? Future is telling you, fuck bitches, take drugs. He ain't giving no truth to the youth. Are you going to get at him? No, you're not. The Graveyard's company just tells us what's the casket to choose. They party more than bitches. Tell me, what are you working for? They glorify scamming. You get chipped over this credit card. Influencers talk down because I'm not with the basic shit. But they don't hate me. They hate me, the man that I represent. The type of man I never dick ride because I want a favor. The man that resides in patience, so where the soldiers at. It's almost like, this is like a rallying cry trying to figure out. This is like a half-step approach to what Nas did, if you ask me. Nas clearly said hip-hop is dead. He didn't need, I'm feeling the energy of the people that this is a moment I could make this declaration. Feels like Kendrick is saying, yo, y'all seen what I did to Drake, but what I did to Drake is it's symbolic of me attacking what I think is wrong with the culture. So who down with me to ride? That's a sentiment I get. So the ones that lost it all and learned to learn from that, a thirst for life, head inside the book because he's concerned with that. Information that'll change his life because he yearns from that. Dedication, find out what's right because he could earn from that. I feel bad for the women that deal with the clown and the nerd shit. Can't blame them. Today, they ain't got much to work with. It's like almost he's also giving an excuse to all the whole shit going on, the sexy reds and all that shit. How many bitches harder than a lot of you niggas would trade all y'all for Nip? I can't be proud of you niggas. That's interesting. It's interesting. I'll let that go. God, give me life. Dear God, okay. Give me peace. Dear God, please keep these lame niggas away from me. Dear God, keep me shining. The fuck do they really think? Pocket watch, you must be the police. God, bless these words. God, bless how I think. God, draw the line because they confuse them with me. Please, God, you know how hard I tried. It's time for me to watch the party die. Go and get him. We gonna watch the party die. Send him home. We're gonna watch the party die. I think it's time to watch the party die. Street niggas and corporate guys. The rappers that report the lies. I need their families mortified. What's street? If this is not the epitome of sneak dissing, what is? I know you might be like, oh no, he's talking in generalities, but like, just like how you say you walk somebody down, you made an example. You gotta make an example out of the rest of these niggas. Need their families mortified. We could do life without them. Get their bodies organized. Tell me if you oblige. One thing I'll say about Kendrick, he's like a fake militant. I personally believe. It's fake militant. If I listen to his music before he even got into it with Drake, he's the guy who would be a Black Panther that during the time when that summer where it was so many police brutality cases going viral, he would be the guy to be marching and surrounding the precinct and be almost, this is how his music sounds, like he'd be down to put his life on the line to go to war with the police for what he believed in, which was that they were oppressing or they were, unfairly targeting the Black community. But in reality, this is a whole bunch of words, man. Like, as much as he's like, he definitely gives some substance in terms of knowledge, but we don't see no action from this nigga in terms of any of this militant shit. We do not see. None of this militant shit we see from this nigga. That's my only thing, right? It's like the nigga it's like Donald Trump in a sense, where Donald Trump is like, yo, it's time to take this country back. And you know what niggas do? All right, yeah, that nigga right. Let's go to the Capitol. Like, niggas say, all right, we're going to the Capitol then. And then Donald Trump is like, I ain't telling him to do that. He not down there. Matter of fact, when you listen to Donald Trump's speech, he says he's going there with them. Yo, I'm gonna be there with y'all. That nigga wasn't there. That's Kendrick. Kendrick is talking mad militant. I need their families mortified. We could do life without them. It's like he's almost saying, yo, we got to take these guys out. No more pillow talking. Jumpstarting neighborhood wars. Dirty Mac hitting bitches because your spirit is insecure. The flashy nigga with the nasty decisions using money as a backbone. I want his head cracked before he's back home. Yo, Kendrick, bro. This is like that scene in Training Day where Alonzo pulls up to the hood and he tells him to shoot the white boy, and they look at him and be like, nah, bro, you gonna have to handle this one yourself. We gonna have to see you crack a nigga head first, Kendrick. I don't know what Kendrick is talking about here. Kendrick talking all this militant shit, but nigga, is he finna do some militant shit? You know who be saying this sometimes too? But at least he has a 360 view of what he's saying. Kendrick sounds like Charleston White, except Charleston White be keeping it in the beam. Charleston White say, like, I heard him talk about the Saya Massey thing. Charleston White, Saya. And he was just like, right here, I think this is it.
The black lady Shonda Macy.
Yeah. Like, he basically saying, like, this is how Kendrick is rapping. Yo, we need to go to war. Charleston White says the same thing here. Yo, why are we not going to war when they're just killing us? And then at least he'll stop by saying, since I know, because he gives a personal story, he says, we went out, because he caught a case back in the day, it was a murder, for a white person. He said, damn, I thought the whole culture was with us. That's when I realized I don't give a fuck about this. Listen.
Why ain't nobody been hurt behind that? Why we ain't got no like the 9/11 that'll drive a car into that police officer mama house and boom! Real life.
Stabbed in jail by a Mexican. A lot of other snitches are people like that. When they go to jail, it's always a Mexican that do it. It's never a black man. Like, why is it that we don't stand on like that type of shit? Like,
we can't fathom hurting a white man. When we lay down and close our eyes, when we lay down and close our eyes, we cannot see ourselves causing hurt to a white or a Mexican. We can't see it, homie. For whatever reason, we are psychologically programmed to be afraid of hurting a white person and a Mexican. You never hear about Mexicans and blacks having a ride. No, man. So, homie, the music and the culture came along and propagated a mindset to hurt your own, shoot holes in your own boat. Yeah. So it's the culture. So until we attack and demolish and shame the culture, we supposed to be shamed for hurting niggas. Right. And we praise it. So until they don't know how to hurt white people no more. Not that we advocate it, but an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. So with that being said, the black lady Shonda Macy. Yeah. Why ain't nobody been hurt behind that? Why we ain't got no terror?
This is how Kendrick rap. I'm burning, chain snatching, tattoos. It's time to decapitate them, mortify their family, knock their head off before they, like, this is how the niggas talking. I want his head Yo, I know y'all gonna say it, like, this is the thing I don't like about Kendrick fans. Like, they be like, he full of substance till you actually break down the lyrics and be like, well, the nigga say he's the biggest hater. That's just him saying, that's just like, yeah, he don't really mean that. I thought he's full of substance. Okay, Kendrick says he want niggas to be on some militarized shit. This is what he's saying the whole time. We want to kill the killers. Okay. We want to burn the village. Okay. We want get him whacked and disqualified. Okay. I just walked that man down. Okay. Yeah, like, this is how he's talking. Like, he's not talking like, come on, man, he's talking like on some Malcolm X shit. Except I don't know if he's really peeping out the window with the shotgun in his hand.
Like the 9/11 terror that'll drive a car into that police officer mama house and boom! You know why we ain't got nobody like that? Everybody else do. The Mexican cartel got somebody that'll come crash out, homie. Even white people, they got some white boys that they can program to come kill 10 black people in the church. They got some crash dummies, homie.
Yeah, I agree with this. Kendrick Lamar music is trying to rile up some crash dummies because Kendrick ain't doing none of this shit. I want his head cracked before he's home. Kendrick, stop it. Stop it. I think it's time to watch the party die. Street niggas and corporate guys, the rappers that report the lies. I need their families mortified. Bruh, this is what I just want to tell y'all niggas. Like, I like Kendrick as well. Don't get it twisted. But the niggas just rhyming words. Like, there ain't no, like, this whole, like, he's smarter than, there's no action to these words, my nigga. That's the difference between a nigga. That's why Kendrick is high on my MC list. In terms of artists, he ain't gonna never be over Pac. At least Pac was trying to put a little bit of action. I ain't gonna say a lot. A little bit of action to what he was saying. And he wasn't rhyming so eloquently. He was trying to put a little bit of action to it. Kendrick just rapping and disappearing. He's a David Blaine act. Like, when you start talking like this, niggas like Chief keeps saying he about to go shoot New Jersey up. He about to go, when he see JoJo, he gonna ride on him. And then you see them niggas sitting next side of, well, obviously JoJo is the C, but imagine him and one of his ops he was rapping about sitting next to each other at a award show. What the fuck? There gotta be some action behind these goddamn words. What action at? What, you beat Drake in a rap battle? That's the action? No, nigga. You rapping on some militant shit. You want niggas' head cracked? You want their families mortified? We got to see him do it first. When Kendrick cracked the first nigga head open, we'll follow right behind. Otherwise, this is just rapid word. This is like Eminem. You know, Eminem would be like, yo, the spiritual miracle lyricals will get your body eviscerated to the minerals. Like, yeah. But you know he ain't mean that shit. He just rhyming words.
Our crash dummies crash out on us. Why we don't have no crash dummy that'll crash out for the race? Why? Because we can't imagine it. But we'll crash out on each other.
Who just said in the chat talking about act talking like a 13-year-old? So Kendrick could talk all this super militant shit that is supposedly the substance of why people like him, except there's no action towards it, and he's only instructing other people to do what he ain't gonna do. What? Are you not listening to the lyrics? He's bruh. Listen to how the niggas, y'all the same niggas that after he made a whole 3 songs saying Drake should die, he's a pedophile, he's a sick nigga, you'll be like, nah, that's just rap, man. That's just rap, man. Like, yo, you know what I seen somebody say today? It was the DeRozan thing. People like, man, y'all niggas take these raps serious. But the nigga said he's a pedophile that should die. Wait, it's Kendrick, my bad. Okay. Okay.
Each other. I don't give a damn about going to jail. Okay, if you don't give a damn, let's hunt George Zimmerman down. If you don't, why, homie? Why ain't nobody done nothing in the name of police shooters? No, nothing. Why we ain't tearing up the country for a woman who was killed for calling on the Lord? She was murdered for calling on the Lord, and he said, I felt like she would go kill me when she said, rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Where are all these black churches that'll go find out where his mama live, his kids live, the police chief live, and be out there waiting to do something? Where they at? Where they at, my nigga? But we so gangster with each other. So that's why I say, this culture, don't nothing bother me about what happened to black people. Don't nothing bother me what happened to black people. They can kill an innocent old 90-year-old black woman tomorrow. I wouldn't give a damn. They could murder a 6-month-old baby in the name of a mistaken identity. They could have been looking for a 24-year-old man and came in and shot a baby. It wouldn't bother me, homie, because I know nobody's going to die for what they do to us. Nobody's going to be hurt for what they done to us. If a Mexican do something to us, we going to let the Mexican make it, homie. Matter of fact, if we in jail and the Mexicans want to do something to me, they'll give me to the Mexicans, homie. Just to keep peace with the Mexicans. Call it politicking. So homie, they miss me with all that.
Man, and it's so fucked up because I watched the documentaries. If a white man causes
all the prison on K2 getting high.
He was raped in prison, and then
ass on that seat is on. He just sitting right there getting drunk with you. He's priming up. We're taking that drink.
Anyway. Yeah, so I mean, shit, look at this. Y'all seen this Pitchfork article? And I know Pitchfork trash. They're trash. But they kind of seen it for what it is too. They says the more visible you get, the more your spirit is tried. This is the rapper reflects in this track. But let's read this. Pop Out Summer has lasted a little too long for Kendrick. I think it's time for me to watch a party die, you menaces, on the latest song. It released on Instagram during the VMAs. It says I think belies his conviction. Channeling the worn black Air Forces in the accompanying photo, Kendrick raps with smoldering contempt, lamenting the state of the culture. The institution he credited with killing Nipsey Hussle on The Hard Part 5 and empowering him to mollywop Drake on Euphoria. The boy and a shadow of army of influencers receive a few subliminal shots, but Kendrick is more keen to ponder than punch. The mellow instrumental laced with pillowy vocal loop, haunted. Okay, cool. It says the vision, the vision of righteousness, wrath, is a bit funny coming from next year's Super Bowl performer. That's a pretty big party, and after the open, right? Yo, I can't wait to watch a party die, but I'm performing at the biggest party, right? This is crazy. And after the open vitriol of the preceding diss track, the cryptic threats feel somewhat anticlimactic. But for better or worse, Kendrick Lamar remains rap's most compelling hypocrite. I mean, some people see him through it. You know what I mean? Still a great artist. Still, you know what I mean? Fucking amazing. But, you know, you realize, and almost every artist is like this, right? And by the way, I think there's some self-awareness too. If you listen to Kendrick's raps, there's some self-awareness too. Self-awareness, 100%. Okay. Let's get to this Diddy shit, right? All right, people. So Diddy got sued by wow, this is, let me pull it up. No, don't tell me I didn't fucking, oh my God, I'm being tight. No, where is it? God damn. All right, give me 1 second. I'm pulling up this Diddy lawsuit. We're going to read it. Dawn Richards actually put this out. She's accusing, this is a new lawsuit. By the way, this is probably like over 15, I think between 10 and 15 lawsuits that Diddy is facing. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to find it. Yep, I got it right here. Okay, just give me 1 second. No, not that. It's this. Got it. Okay. My bad, chat. Yeah, I thought I saved it, so I had to like pull it. I had to like pull it from the website again. Okay, here we go. All right, so Dawn Richard of not Day 26, Danity Kane. If you don't know, Danity Kane was a female R&B group that Diddy signed. I can't remember what year, but he signed all these beautiful women, right? The lead singer, or the supposed lead, was Aubrey O'Day. I believe she is the woman in blonde right here. he also signed Day 26, and this was after he did Making the Band, right? And he initially signed originally The Band. Aubrey O'Day has been speaking out openly because before this whole like whirlwind started with Sean Combs, she said she was offended. She said that Diddy essentially offered her the publishing back from the group that he didn't give them initially, basically if they signed the NDA. According to her calculations, the publishing at this point, since they haven't put out music in such a long time, they're not that much of a historic group. The music is kind of just withered and died, and they didn't come out even in the streaming era. Apparently, their music is probably worth a couple $1,000s at best per year in terms of publishing royalties, right? So she wouldn't be getting that much money, but I guess it would be a check. And I guess Diddy, you know, when he came out on The Breakfast Club and said, yo, I'm feeling like Brother Love now, and everybody gets their publishing back. I just want to do something for the artists. Like, we all remember this. Diddy Publishing Breakfast Club. He basically spoke really quickly. This is why.
When I went and called out the Grammys, I also had to make sure that I had a look from within. Once you start asking for change in this world, you have to look within and be a part of that change. It was more of me evolving as a businessman, a person that really wants change in the world, and progress, most importantly. And it was the right thing to do. If it wasn't for these people that have helped me with all of these records, if there's anything like that, just doing the right thing, that's just the frequency we should all be in. I want reform in all industries.
Anytime niggas start talking about frequency, vibration, like nigga, unless that motherfuckers is programming a dildo or some type of radio, nigga, what the fuck is... A nigga just saying frequency, vibration... That usually means they're using word salad for, nigga, I don't want to tell you the real truth, okay? So this is what he changed his name to Brother Love, and then he comes on, he says, yo, the reason why I'm giving back everybody they publishing, I was calling out somebody else, and I realized I can't be a hypocrite, so I say, you know what, let me give it back. When in the history of life has anyone, when calling somebody out for some shit, then realize that they're guilty of the same shit and corrected their own wrongs without people aggressively calling them out? Diddy would be the first, right?
Industries. If I got to ask corporate America to change their ways, then I have to be accountable for myself. And so that was done 2 years ago.
2 years ago, you gave... Keep in mind, that's the same Diddy that was arguing with the Locks, where Jada Kiss threatened him that he would drop a refrigerator on his head. Because, listen.
People don't understand. Don't say Jada, you bugging, or it's worth really killing. Like,
yeah, he wanted to kill Diddy over his publishing.
First and foremost, for putting your John Hancock on the paper. But then, like, after a few years, and after 10 years and 12 years, and you become of age and have kids and have a life ahead of you. Nobody never took nothing from me. Like, it's hard for me to look at Diddy. It's hard to go, like, to be phony about it and pull him out on stage at the Hova concert and do the Benjamins, and it's hard. Like, it's not.
Have you talked to him about
millions of dollars? This is my life. It's worth dying. It's worth killing over. Like, seriously, don't say Jada, you bugging, or it's worth really killing. Like, sit down, think about it, pull it all on the table. It's really worth doing it over. Like, some things ain't worth it. That's one of the things that's worth it. So, me personally, I can't sleep sometimes. Like, I lose sleep. Like, I be ready to just black out. Like,
how long have you been? Have you had the conversations with Puff about trying to buy it back?
He's so much of a gangster with the paperwork. He'll tell you one thing, then he'll tell his lawyer or people that rep.
Okay, then Diddy gets on the line.
Your lawyer told us that. I see you at the hole.
Yeah, then Diddy gets on the line, basically say, why y'all doing all this?
sit on this interview with her and talk as long as y'all want to talk about it, or you can take the invitation I gave you before. But it's not even getting there because of your get on the radio, whatever tactics. I ain't your enemy.
Dog, we just,
I ain't your enemy. You need to bang like that on cats that's coming at you. I ain't your enemy.
Just yesterday we got a note from your office
about killing
saying you don't have no idea.
Yeah, Diddy slick. He said you need to kill somebody that talks about killing you.
None of this or none of nothing.
Just yesterday, your lawyer told us that.
I see you at the show backstage. You said find out what it was.
But don't sit here and portray like Puff took nothing from y'all.
What is it? What is it? What do you call it? What do you call it? What do you call it? And don't say we can come in your office or do none of that, because we can't do none of that. We can't handle it no other way but with lawyers, and you know that, so don't get on the radio and act like a tough guy or none of that.
Wait, you know how we can settle?
You acting tough.
I'm in my office, so why don't we stop talking on the radio?
Now, you want people to stop talking because you just don't want to know the truth, dog. We made one record with you, Money, Our Respect. It's 10 years later, and you still got half of our publishing. Now, there's no way you can make it justifiable that you should you deserve half of our publishing.
You never said nothing to my face. We just at the concert. You ain't saying nothing.
What are we gonna do? Saying it to your face? Get sued? What do you want us to do? We can't touch. We can't be violent or none of that. We can't even have.
Saying this, dog. 2 years ago, Levels in Miami.
Let's recognize real. Y'all know where the office is at. There's a big sign on it. I'm gonna be here.
The whole National Guard's downstairs too. Cut it out, man.
I ain't gonna get caught up in this. I'm a grown ass man, man.
You're a coward.
And I don't take nothing.
You're a thief, Bob.
Coward.
Don't say you're a thief.
Okay.
You're a
Come
thief.
to the office, man. Come to the office so we can straighten it out there.
Yo, how we just 3 guys you don't even mess with. You had your Ace publishing.
You call me whatever you want.
You won't let his publishing go.
I'm at the office.
That's Biggie they talking about.
You don't let your man's publishing go.
We're gonna argue in front of New York. That's the way you want.
Do you own your man's publishing, dog?
Nothing to y'all, man.
Do you own your man's publishing?
New York could believe it or whatever. I don't
Do you own your man's publishing?
I can sleep good at night because I ain't never did nothing to y'all. And if y'all ever want
to, you had a whole bunch of artists that never
like us, Puffy.
That's it.
Dog, you had a bunch of artists whose careers never went right with you, dog. Be for real, dog. Look at the list.
We don't want to be violent.
You the artist that did the best for yourself. Look at your list, dog. Look at all the artists you dealt with. Look at this shit.
Anyway, there's a part where Jadakiss said, I will drop a refrigerator. Jadakiss refrigerator. Yo, he said I would drop a refrigerator on your head. I forgot. There's a... Damn. I just want to only play that part.
I said, if anything don't come, if right there.
See you at the Hovel at the show. Money, Our Respect or none of that.
You're a thief.
Okay.
You own your man's. The artists you dealt with, gone.
Wow.
We let y'all go, we keep it moving. But to get on there and portray like somebody gotta go and steal and rob and be shysting y'all, that ain't really correct. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm at my office right now. I'm always.
Anyway. I just wanted to hear that line. I can't find it though. He said, nigga, I would drop a refrigerator on your head. Anyway, so y'all get the deal. That's been, in Diddy's defense, even though this is not much of a defense, back in the day, the record industry was so predatory. This is why, like, all the old rappers, no disrespect to them, they're broke. Like, they're all broke. Because they were being taken advantage of, like, severely. Like, right now, like, name a rapper who fell off. Like, you see, I don't want to use that, but, like, if a rapper's on now and he went platinum, and, like, he maybe had 1 gold album afterwards or maybe 2 gold album, bro, these days, they're going to be good, bro. Like, they're going to be good, like, even if they fell off. Because just nowadays, artists own more of everything, right? Some labels still take some of the publishing, but they won't take all the publishing. Back then, artists didn't know what publishing was, so they took all of it. So the labels took all of it and would, like, for example, like with Biggie, they would be like, yo, here's $200,000. You're like, oh my God, $200,000. And they own your publishing for the rest of your life, right? That's like a $200,000 upfront fee while they're going to get money. Like Biggie's publishing these days probably at least still give $500,000 a year, right? So if you sold your publishing for $200,000 check, every year for forever, your publishing is bringing in at least $500,000. I would probably think maybe closer to $1 million or maybe more, but still, forever. A nigga's ain't that a great investment? You give a nigga $200,000 once, and for the rest of time, you'll collect $1 million every year. That sounds like a really good deal, ain't it? So people got hip to it. People got smart to it. Danny Kane, obviously their career didn't go as they planned, and they're probably a little bit resentful to that. But like Aubrey O'Day has called out a lot of this stuff. It's just like, yo, like I played some of what she said. Like she was been talking about this. Hold on. I think these right here.
Tells those stories.
Bad boy artists. Any comments?
Yeah, I'll talk about this.
Floor is yours.
So this one has been bittersweet for me because as I've gotten older, I've let go of a lot of the trauma, and I've learned to really appreciate some of the more personal, beautiful moments I've had with him. And he is the first person that gave me a platform to show my talent to the world. And I was at 17, I'm 39 now. So I have a hard time talking about him. Before it was no good. Now I feel loving moments for moments that we had together. But this banner that he's painted himself with all weekend long, this has been the Labor Day talk in my world, that he's paying back all of the bad boy artists. I just want to throw you the facts, okay?
Sure.
The deal that we were offered, and when I say we, not every artist got it. Like Day 26 did not get it. But this is what it is. You can have your rights back to your music after Puff went under and somebody else bought our catalog. So this is long after we have 2 double platinum albums, $14, $15 an album from 2 million albums is, what is the math on that, 48 million?
Yeah, something like that. I'm a mathematician, but maybe.
So $48 million somebody made on me.
Yeah.
I did not make anything. When I said I did Christina Aguilera for free, I didn't do Christina Aguilera for free, but the record label recouped it all. We were in debt at the end of that tour.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So I worked for free for the first 6-7 years of my career, basically, and also MTV was not paying us. And this is another part that I have that I feel some kind of way about, because MTV since then, in these recent years, has brought back every big cult show, meaning it had millions of followers, and it was at least 6 seasons, right?
Yeah.
Making the Band is one of those. They brought back Real World, they brought back Jersey Shore, they brought back Laguna Beach. Making the Band is the only one that they did not bring back. And Making the Band is the only cult MTV show that made that network, one of them.
I heard that's all Diddy's doing. Diddy had some deal with them, and yeah, so we've never seen any of the Making the Bands back. Again, Diddy doing his normal shit. Anyway, pretty much Diddy offered the women of not Day 26, that's a male group. Danny Kane, you get your publishing back, got to sign this NDA. She's going to speak about how much money would be.
Wrongdoings or action.
This was the NDA she's talking about now.
Amounts due since Sony bought our catalog.
Okay.
So streaming for the past couple years, it's about $800, $900, some in the hundreds, okay? And in order to get that, I have to release him for any claims or wrongdoings or actions prior to the date of the release. I have to sign an NDA that I will never disparage Puff, Bad Boy, Janice Combs, or Justin Combs' music, or EMI, or Sony ever in public.
So that you just got recently for this thing?
I got it a few months ago when he started doing this.
In the news now.
So what's happening is artists, some of them, not all of them, are being given streaming royalties and ownership back over our publishing on songs that we wrote at a time when you know that you have to stream a song 1 million times to make a cent.
Yeah.
Okay? It's hundreds of dollars. And me as somebody that's a girl's girl, I hit everyone in my group and said, absolutely do not take this deal. I can get us a show on Hulu right now and talking about boy bands and girl bands, because you have to realize there's a handful, 2 handfuls at most, of boy and girl bands that had platinum albums, 2 platinum albums and that will never happen again. And most people that have had to go through those types of things, like the real ways the Kardashians got to where they got, Ray J tried exposing a lot of that life, and entered an industry where somebody made $48 million?
Nearly $50 million?
And we didn't even see a penny of that, and we were in thongs and 5-inch heels for years of our lives on stage.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't got a problem with that, low key. Hey, that's how the music business been, man. These rappers been parading around with jewelry, cars, rented cars. They get gifts and trinkets from their CEOs. You know, Drake flying around on a jumbo jet. Have you ever figured out what Lucian Grange drive around in or fly around in? You don't know. The people who are making the money, the real money at Universal, they will laugh at that little jet that Drake keeps driving around. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, this industry is a kind of, it's a fixed game that always fixes the game that if you want to be a big artist, you can't be independent. Or it's going to be so hard that if the success rate is 0.5% to be a signed artist, the success rate to be independent is going to be 0.005. So because they control the whole market, they control the streaming services, all the platforms that pull it, that push the music, yeah, they kind of control the whole thing. And you know, you ever heard the saying, one monkey don't stop a show? Yeah, this is the only way to cloud up or do your thing in the music business. You can't be a one-hit wonder. You can't be in with one album and then go out. You got to gain some leverage. Drake got leverage. Kendrick got leverage. At this point, J. Cole got leverage, right? Like, it took a while for Jay-Z to get leverage. So those are the only times you get to get the leverage to try to change the favor of what the contract is. Yes, they signed you girls, no disrespect, you're beautiful women, but they signed y'all from nothing. Yes, they make $48 million and y'all make $5 million. I'm sorry, that's kind of how it goes. Now, it sounds good, like, oh, they're making $48 million profit. They probably spent $10 to $15 million on promoting y'all, producing y'all, developing y'all. So then there's only really, then y'all get paid, say, $5 million. So really, they get 20, if that, plus other costs. You know what I mean? They probably end up with $10 million. And I'm just telling you how unfortunate the music business works. Yes, if they did profit from y'all, it's to make up from the 20 other losses because they signed 20 other losers. That's just kind of how the game works. Obviously I do have some sympathy though, because they come from a time where this isn't the internet era where you could get a buzz. Like if somebody gets popping on TikTok, an artist that's popping on TikTok, or if you go viral on Instagram, or you pop off on YouTube organically, when you go to these labels, these labels want to give you everything. I'm talking to my boy OT7 Kwani recently. Boy popped off going crazy, right? They're trying to sign him. You feel me? Like, they're trying to sign him. I guess in either one of his songs or something like that, he always say, yo, I wanted a Maybach. Bro, they're trying to sign him. They buy him the Maybach. Like, the Maybach, they just bought him. Hey, here's your Maybach. Take it. Please sign it to us. Why? You got leverage. It is what it is. It's just business, right? So again, I do feel bad for her, but it is just what it is. Like, bro, the music business is kind of predatory, but like it's predatory with with understanding that the success rate is pretty low. Okay, now let's get to Dawn Richard and her filing. So essentially, I played Aubrey Day talking about it, saying Diddy basically offered what would be worth a couple $100 a year for them to sign an NDA that they could never talk shit about him and also sue him. They turned it down. Diddy goes into a whole whirlwind of problems. And by the way, I think that all of them are going to file lawsuits. But the first one who's filing lawsuits, or who did file a lawsuit, is the person known as Dawn Richards. And where is her lawsuit? Here's the lawsuit. So the lawsuit says Dawn Angelique Richards sues Sean Combs, Harv Pierre, and like 30 other places, okay? Basically, here's what it is. It says, I'm going to get to the juicy part of it. Basically, it says, in 1998, Combs explained the origins of his stage name, that Puff was basically because he had a temper. It was known to huff and puff because he was angry, okay? They're basically saying that Diddy was an angry guy, was abusive, sexually harassed them, and to the point that it may constitute as assault. They're saying Mr. Combs regularly hurled objects in fits of rage, often throwing items like mobile phones, laptops, food, studio equipment across the room or at people. On numerous occasions, Miss Richards witnessed Mr. Combs brutally beat his girlfriend. So they're piggybacking, which many civil cases do, piggyback on stuff they've seen in the media. Brutally beat his girlfriend, Miss Cassie Ventura. His persistent abuse included choking and strangling Miss Ventura, striking her with his hands. By the way, isn't it ironic that before, a lot of people doubted Cassie before that video came out of clearly Diddy abusing Cassie? Why did Dawn Richards not come out then and say, hey, I want to speak up for Cassie because I'm an advocate for victims and I want to speak out against domestic abuse? She didn't speak out publicly. You know what she did? Wait till that video came out. Wait till Cassie got her money. And now she's just basically now saying, oh, yeah, I seen that happen. So, a lot of times, remember, this is a civil suit. Yeah, this is a money hunting process, right? We got to remember that. Okay. On many occasions, Miss Richards tried to intervene, offering Cassie support and encouragement to leave him. Each time, Mr. Combs learned of her efforts, became enraged, and threatened her life with statements as, you want to die today? I make niggas go missing. I end people. Compounding his violence acts and threats, he flagrantly exploited her musical talent as a singer, while withholding her rights earned and stealing copyrighted works and subjecting her to years of inhumane work conditions, which included groping, assault, false imprisonment, among other violations. For nearly a decade, he manipulated her with mantras that submission to his depraved demands was necessary for career advancement, instilling in her that belief that such abuse and exploitation were required for female artists to succeed in the industry. It wasn't until Cassie bravely came forward, she realized her personal suffering was tied to many years of abuse by Combs that became normalized for her as more women courageously came forward. Dawn Richards actually, has been empowered by the collective strength and now adds her voice to a growing chorus of victims, bravely sharing their horror stories. Today, or together, they seek justice, stand in solidarity as the latest victims of the Me Too movement. Oh my God, they even put this in the intro. Wow. Goes to parties, and then let's get to some of the salacious shit. Factual allegations, this is how they met. Let's go past this. This is about, what the album sold. They say she's owed like $1 million of unpaid salary. And she's owed $500,000 in royalties. The damages on unpaid wages for touring are estimated to be $1.8 million. He fired Aubrey O'Day, D. Woods from Danny Kaye live on television in 2008, which is why Danny Kaye got disbanded in 2009. And then now, here's where the allegations are going to come in. Keep in mind, I want to preface this with, this is a civil suit, and all of these allegations should be taken as such. Give me a second. Oh my God. No. Goddamn. All right. Two things. Y'all gonna be tight of me. First of all, I don't know why every rapper and their mama love hanging out with me, but I do have a meeting with a rapper shortly. Fuck. I don't want to tell you who, but somebody out. I think y'all like. I gave them a time. I actually told them, I was like, maybe this hour, the next hour. They're like, yo, I'm like mad close. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, not even, I'm on stream. So I might have to, fuck. Damn. Second thing, I should put this out to y'all now. Y'all help me make my decision. So I get hit up yesterday. Tell me what I should do, Chad. I need y'all. I get hit up yesterday. And like 20 people hit me up. Everybody's like, ack. I said, what's up? They're like, yo. So I haven't decided yet, but y'all gonna help me decide. They said Kanye West is asking for you. Like, what does Kanye want? They said, you know it's Kanye, so you know it's off the wall shit. They said Kanye West wants you to fly to China by tomorrow. Apparently Kanye's performing in China. First time in 16 years. It's some controversial performance in like, I don't even know what part of China. It says he wants Act to stream it. And I'm like, China? Like, what the fuck are we doing? I'm like, fuck am I going to China? Like, Instagram don't even work. So they're like, yo, send us your flight. Like, they're like mad. Like, I'm like, wait, you don't have a life. I have like things to do. I have an itinerary. So I was just like, so you're telling me the nigga wants me to fly to China in like a day to go stream his concert? But yeah, apparently he's I don't know if you, and I guess I got to pause on the story real quick. I'm going to get back to the Dawn stuff, but Kanye West, China. Kanye is, look. Yeah, he's going to be in China. In a Hainan province. Yo, I don't even want to say nothing. Because let's say if I do go to China, I don't want him to like just detain me and just be like, oh, yeah, nigga, you know you ain't going back. That's my biggest fear. I get to China and they'd be like, say bye-bye, United States. You are a hostage now, my nigga, okay? You better hope sleepy Joe Biden go get you back. You ain't going back, nigga. That's my biggest fear. Second of all, the flight is like 20 hours. I'm like, what the fuck? All right, so Kanye. At first, I thought it was a joke. Then Travis Scott's manager hit me up and be like, "Ak," I'm like, "What's up, Ak? We need you. What do you need me for? Kanye needs you. What does he need me for? He needs you to come to China on Sunday. Excuse me? Yes, China, Sunday. Don't worry. We'll pay for whatever. We'll get you there. But he wants you to stream the most legendary performance. It's his first time in China in 16 years. And I'm like, why couldn't this nigga just do this in Wyoming? Y'all remember when, you know Kanye, like, remember he had the Wyoming, like, bonfire thing. Everybody was out there in the cold around like a couple of fires, and he was playing his music. I remember he had invited me, and supposedly he had gotten a private jet for all the journalists. And I remember the guy who used to work at, what's his name again? Noah. He used to work at Complex, but he was working for Def Jam at the point. He was like, yo, Ak, all right, we got your name on the manifest. Cool. And I remember like the day before, I was just like, fuck am I going to Wyoming for? Like, why? Why am I going to Wyoming? And I ain't gonna lie, Wyoming sounds a lot better than China. Now I'm like, Nigga, I didn't even know. Somebody told me like, yo, you have to get a special visa to go into China. I'm like, what do you mean? I got my American passport. That's golden everywhere. So no, you need a special passport to go into China. I'm like, yo, chat, if y'all don't see me for 3 years, I'm in some type of Chinese concentration camp. They might let me out with COVID 2029. If you see me come out, they let me out with COVID 2029. Okay? I get off the plane, I'm like, is this China? Be like, yeah, nigga, this is Wuhan. What the fuck? Where am I at? Where'd y'all just send me? Chat, if I don't come back, just please don't forget about me. Just please don't forget about me. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't responding to him yet. I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't go. I'm like, this dude sound kind of cool. But I'm like, bro, China seems like, yo, I have severe plane anxiety. Like severe. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never took a Xan. You know, Drake be like, yo, I took half a Xan. Nigga, I might need 3 Xans, nigga. I'm telling you. Even like at this point, I don't even board a plane if it's not first class. But like, bro, like once I see the plane door closes, I get the craziest, what do you call it again? Claustrophobia. Bro, I just, like my mind is just racing. It's just like, bro, the last flight I've been on, I had to get up and I went into the bathroom. And bro, I was just trying to think about I was going crazy. I gotta like take sleeping pills or something. I don't know what it is. I'm starting to hate, and I used to like planes. Now I fucking hate, as soon as, you know what it is? I think I watch too many plane videos. Bro, I be watching all them plane videos and shit. I be watching some shit on YouTube called Mentor Pilot. Low-key, one day I feel like I want to become a pilot. But yeah, this nigga right here, man. After I'm done watching his videos, man, I boarded the next flight. I was paranoid as hell, nigga. Cause I'm over here trying to do the checklist with the damn posse. Let me check the flaps. What's going on over there with that? I wonder if this is pressurized enough. Yeah. I'm a paranoid wreck. And that's for a 3-hour flight to Miami. Going to like Vegas now, 5 hours? Oh my God. That is like, Vegas is exhausting to get to. But forget Vegas, my nigga. You know what's exhausting now? No. Well, I mean, Vegas and LA is the same time. It's like 5 hours. But imagine having to be on a plane 4 times that time. I think it's 20 hours or like 15 or 16. When I went to London, it was 7 hours. Oh my God. It was bad. It was bad, bro. It was bad. But flying to China, my nigga? Nigga, that sounds crazy, my nigga. Like, for a quick second, I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, if I do go to China, I need an outfit. I'm like, what's the drip in China? This is what I came up with, chat. I definitely need one of these. Like one of these little straw hats. Like something like this, right? No, it's gotta be straw. Straw hats, China. Fuck that. I don't know why. Yes, something like this. Yes. Something like this, right? Yeah, I was thinking about like, ain't this a drip? I'm getting like something like this. What else? Yeah, and something like this. Yeah. Chat, if I make it to China, I'm rocking this. Y'all know I love black already. This is kind of fire, ain't it? Holy. It's probably silk. Is this silk? Nah, this is the drip. They were, oh, wait. Is this Converse's? Okay. Chat, I ain't shit, right? I'm over here thinking about the drip for China. Yo, chat, I'm gonna have to run. Fuck, bro. You see, this is why I like when people be like, yo, act, don't go outside. Because, like, I could just stay inside and stream. I gotta meet people. Fuck, I didn't even get to finish my Aubrey O'Day thing. Anyway, chat, I don't know about the China thing. I'm gonna stream later today. I'm gonna let y'all know if I'm going to China. I guess today's Friday. The concert is Sunday. So I might have them book a flight. You know, you can like cancel a flight. Like I might have them book a flight, and I'll decide if I'm making the flight with y'all when I get back on stream. All right. So maybe I'm gonna go see Kanye perform in Wuhan. Nah, it's not Wuhan. Fuck. Yeah, my bad. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, my man is out there. Yo, I'm such a... Yo, why I be on nigga timing? I told... Yo, since when the rappers start pulling up on time? I told this nigga one time, this nigga pulled up at the exact time. I actually told him between 2 times. The nigga pulled up at the earliest time. Fuck. All right, chat. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta run, bro. I ain't even gonna hold you. All right. Maybe I shoot a little vlog or something like that if he's vlog ready. Okay. Chat. Love y'all. I do have to get off of here. I will be back as soon as possible. As soon as I'm done hanging out with this is my only outside time. All right. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm back inside to fucking stream. Fuck. But I hate standing people up. Pause. All right, chat.